Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up, PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you're getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruptions. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it, I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama, they keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a fun. What's up, PlayStation? Got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up?
Yo, what's good, people, man? It's your boy Persona, gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And welcome to episode 163 of What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast for the community, by the community. Man, yo, happy Saturday, guys. It's been a busy week in gaming. It's been a busy week in the news. We definitely got a lot to talk about today on this show. And I know it's going to get spicy. I know it's going to get muy caliente. Yeah? But listen, guys, man, What's Up PlayStation podcast is a two-man team, two hosts, New York brothers. You understand? You see him down there? You see the light-skinned guy down there? He looking extra light today. That line, yo, hold up. That lineup looking kind of wispy. That lineup is looking wispy. The car god himself, the assassin of the shadows, the Siaphon god, the Lancelot god, the Beatrix god. My bro, Bari. Bari, what's good, brother? How you doing today, man?
Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome back again to another episode of What's Up PlayStation podcast, episode 163 to be exact. Yes, we are back live here again. Shout out to my bro Persona, man. Did you give them trophies, Persona? Did you give them their trophies?
You're right. I didn't give no trophies. Let's clean that up. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I messed up. We gotta give him the trophies. Hold on. Let me give y'all trophies. Cause I know Viper. He gonna kick my shins. He gonna beat me up. I don't get the trophies, man.
He will include that in the time that Persona was late on the trophies. But nah, man, pretty excited. Pretty excited for this week's episode. Yo, we got a lot of PlayStation news, Persona.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We got a lot of PlayStation news this week. But it's some good news, man. I feel like a lot of the topics, you know, is going to be pretty lengthy as far as like an opinion. There's a lot of opinions that to be said. But overall, I think it's going to be a legendary show. And some congratulations needs to be had. You know, with the show, man. But very excited. It's great to see the PlayStation Nation in here. The beautiful people in the chat. Hit the like button, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. And if you're new, we hope you enjoy your stay. Get familiar with the channel. Click on the old videos. Click on the old streams. The timestamps are there. Shout out to Viper Reap.
Shout out to Viper, man, doing the
and
Lord's work
enjoy.
out here. Yes, sir. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir. Yes, sir, man. Big shout out to everybody here, man. Like I said, shout out to the WUPS Nation members, the WUPS subscribers, people that might be finding our channel for the first time. And if you are finding our channel for the first time, we hope you enjoy your stay. And hopefully by the end of the show, we earn your like and subscribe. Yeah, man. So listen, we took a week off. It was Mother's Day weekend last weekend. So me and Bari, we didn't have a show last week. But obviously, when you take a week off or 2 weeks and you come back, kind of got to get back into the rigmarole. So we was having some issues behind the scenes, but we good now. We good.
Nah, that's a PC.
That
You know
is
what I
true.
mean?
That is true. But yo,
That ain't on you.
Bari, how's your week, man? How's your week going? How's your week this week?
Yeah, it was a pretty cool week. It was the week after Mother's Day. To be honest with you, like I remember you was asking yesterday, like, yo, you felt like this week went fast, and I was like, yeah, it went pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Work just went by. Gaming wise, I don't think I really like clocked in a lot of gaming this week. You know what I mean? We jumped back on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, you know what I mean, to level up some stuff and help my bro Oolong out. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good week. You know what I mean? Just a chill, nice week. You know what I mean? The weather is getting nicer.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a little bit more active, taking your jogs, your walks in the morning.
Absolutely.
At that brisk, bro, I love that feeling.
Mm.
Especially when they just cut the grass. And I
Oh,
take
they
like
got
a
that
nice little
smell.
jog or walk.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's not hot. It's like got that nice little brisk like breeze, and you just like, I ain't sweating crazy, but you smell the grass too. I love that shit in the morning, man. But nah, man, it's a pretty cool week, man. How's your week, man?
Yeah, I gotta be honest, man.
By the way, I got rid of my massage
the massage
back,
thing
man.
on I seen that. I noticed
gotta
that.
replace it now, man, because normally I'll sit back at the podcast and get a nice little massage. Or whatnot,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't miss that.
Yeah, my week was good, man. Really good week because last week I passed my cert exam. So really happy about
nerd,
that.
man, give yourself a platinum, man.
You already know, give myself a
Yo, platinum
little
trophies in
platinum
the
out
chat
there.
for Persona, man.
Yeah, man. So that's definitely a nice weight off my chest with that, man. Right.
Pause.
But yeah, pause. You had to slip that in. But yeah, no, in terms of this week, man, this week definitely went by really, it went by fast for me. Work was definitely really busy this week. I've been gaming. I've been clocking in some hours and some gaming this week as well. I got the platinum in Stellar Blade over the weekend. And this week I'm back on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, working on that platinum, working on trying to get through those trophies and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been a pretty quick week as well. It's been a pretty chill week, man. Not too bad. Definitely.
My bad. I changed my mind.
What?
This week is terrible.
What? Oh, no. Yeah, because definitely was expecting a specific announcement.
Yo, listen, man.
And we ain't get that. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
On my right side. No, not even that. Right here on my right side, there's nothing. There's no monitor. I'm using one monitor right now, so I'm gonna be on everything all week. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's right. You waiting on your monitor?
Yeah, man. I bought a monitor on Amazon, $800, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I paid the extra shipping to get it, day one, because it was going to 2 days or whatever it's going to come in. I was like, no, I need this by this weekend. I mean, this by Friday, so I can set it up, make sure everything's good, test everything out, blah, 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 right? USPS delayed. We're sorry, your package is delayed. What? Yo, bro, you already know me. I pull up. People get it twisted out here, Persona, man. You know what I mean? They think it's just all glitz and glamour on YouTube, and they're just nice. They won't do that in real life. No, I pulled up.
Oh no, we'll definitely pull up
to that office, and I knocked on the joint. I said, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my package." It says here in the Bronx. This lady's clicking and clacking, acting like she's doing something. You know what I mean? Telling me, "Oh, it's not here." I said, "How is it not here? It's saying right here it arrived in the office. It's in the Bronx." Oh, it just says that, but it got to go through the system. I said, "What's going on with y'all, man?" Don't let me pull up after this podcast, because I will pull up.
I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't deliver it this morning. No BS. I'm very surprised they didn't.
I don't know,
they
because
didn't
I don't see
deliver it
no
this
thing on
morning.
the truck. I don't see nothing. It's obviously in the thing.
Mm.
Because if it ain't on the truck, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking I can just go and just pick it up. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
My bad, man.
Nah, listen. I understand, bro. You know how I feel. Remember when I wasn't able to get my DualSense Edge because I thought they like UPS had took it or something like that, but they actually delivered it. They said they delivered it, but they actually delivered it to the wrong package locker. I was heated, bro. I like that moment. I bought another one, and that another one. So the first one had got delivered to me that later that evening. My neighbor came and dropped it off. It's like, oh, they delivered it to the wrong place. My second one came Saturday morning. So I had two. So I was like, all right, yo, screw it, we got two.
Yo, you remember when the Astro C40s came out?
Mm-hmm.
And they delivered it to the wrong house?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? I think I told you that, or I called you on that, yo, where it went it was on the same block, or it was the block away from me,
Mm-hmm.
and they delivered it to the wrong house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like delivered, and I'm like, where is delivered to? I called them. I said, yo, where do you deliver this to? And it was like, oh, blah 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 blah, this house. I went to the house, bruh. And the dude, it was a kid. He answered the door, and he's like, "Oh shit, I think I got his package." Then he called his mom. He's like, and I was like, I'll wait. I'm talking to the mom. I'm like, yeah, I had a package here. They said that they delivered it here, and I showed the message and everything. It was like, here, a package. She called the son. I was just like, the son was tight. He was like, here, man, box open and all. I said, yo, this dude open up my box. He's about to take my joint, bro.
Oh man, crazy.
Listen, man. If the actual box of the C40 was open, he'd have got his ass beat right there. I promise you that.
Hey,
Especially
yo,
how much money that junk cost.
Yo, for real.
I'd have clapped that little boy up.
Yo, that C40 was a really good controller too, man. I was really hyped when we got those.
Yeah, but they didn't really
they really keep up with it.
Support it.
Yeah, they
needed one of these at PlayStation.
Oh yeah, because my C40 definitely caught stick drift. Stick drift. So yeah, you're right about that. It would have been good to have that. Funny enough, my Edge caught stick drift like 2 weeks ago, and I have those extras, so I was able to just swap it out. Brand new. We good. You feel me?
Yeah, I haven't caught no stick drift on the Edge.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the C40's caught stick drift, but I gave it to my nephew. He still rock with it. He still play it. He don't play no like crazy games like that. The one from Virginia.
Yeah.
But he enjoyed it.
That's what's up. Man.
Yo, what's good in the chat, man? We see y'all, man. How y'all doing?
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Yo, big shout out to DC Gaming, man. Appreciate you, man, gifting 5 memberships. And shout out to the new members on the channel: Arcade, Brian East, J. Lou, Jack K, and Hemi G. Man, appreciate you all. And shout out to y'all, and welcome to the WUPS Nation.
For the Yo, by the way, the modules are back on the direct. I saw them. I think it was last night. Cause there was I think Wario put out a tweet or something like that, and the modules are back. So, like me, I got 3. I bought 3 when it was there. So if you want to go and spend that 20, how much do they cost?
Yeah, it definitely comes in handy. It comes in handy because like I said, I caught just cause. Yeah, I caught a little bit of stick drift, and I was able to replace it. So, but yeah, man, listen, let us know in the chat, let us know in the comments how you guys feeling. How you guys doing, man? Let us know, man. Definitely appreciate y'all. And let's get straight into the show, man. Like I said, we got a lot of news to talk about, guys. This is actually going to be a long show.
It's going to be a very meaty, packful show.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a pretty lengthy show. So
get
meat
your on the bones.
So anyway, make sure you guys get your breakfast and whatnot, get your coffee, your drinks, and kick back, man. It's about to be a good show. And as we do things here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, guys, we always got to let you know the games that released for the week.
Yeah, but so you know what I noticed, man?
What you notice?
When you host a show, you want to be all prompt, timely. Oh, boom, 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 boom. When I'm hosting, you're, oh yeah, so let me tell you this story about cereal. Oh, let me tell you the story about milk. You guys make sure you drink your almond milk. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, what's going on over
make
here,
sure you drink your protein shakes as well. You understand?
Nah, I don't drink protein shakes like that. But what's going on over here, man?
Hey man,
I noticed that. I noticed that about you, man. Every time you always want to right to the thing.
I mean, listen, we got a lot of news to get through, a lot of conversation. I'm trying to,
Look at
try to
that,
make
look at
sure
that,
we
look
stay
at
on point. You feel me? I'm trying to
Look
keep
at
us
that.
on point. You
Go
feel
ahead,
me?
do your thing. Do your thing.
But yo, listen, the games that released this week or next week, guys. So they didn't release the games this week. It's the games that release next week. And let's see what Bari's buying this week or next week. Let's see what Bari's buying. I think he's gonna buy like 2 or 3 games. Yeah, let's see.
Oh, absolutely.
So the games that's releasing next week, we got Paper Trail for the PS5, PS4. We got System Shock for the PS5, PS4. We got X Defiant. Finally, this game's releasing for the PS5.
That is free to play, right?
Yeah, it's free. Yeah, it's free. We got Cards RPG, The Misty Battlefield for the PS5. We got Doug's Nightmare for the PS5, PS4. Crown Wars, The Black Prince for PS5. Eternal Threads for the PS5, PS4. Galacticare for the PS5. Haunty.
That gotta be a spaceship game.
I would be shocked if that wasn't a spaceship game. I would be extremely shocked. Rocket Rumble for the PS5. The Quintessential Quintuplets, 5 memories
like
spent
3
with
games coming
you
out
for the PS4. Until Then for the PS5. Wizardry, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord for the PS5. Yee's Memoir, The Oath in Flaghana for the PS5, Flaghana for the PS.
Let me say this real
PS5,
quick.
PS4.
So this is my favorite Yeez game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of the Yeez series. This is like a remake of Yeez 3 on the Sega Genesis or Sega, whatever. And this I can't wait to play because this is actually a remaster of the PSP version. The version I fell in love with, playing that in the summer camp and whatnot. I'm like, oh, this game due to this article, I'm like, oh, this is coming out May 23rd, but I think it's coming out May 23rd only in Japan because I'm looking it up and I don't see anything as far as a North American release. So I think the Switch might have it, North America, but I think the PS4 or the PS5 have it in Japan that day. So I don't know. We're gonna see when May 23rd release comes. I want to see if it's up on the store or whatnot. If it's not up on the store, I might get the Switch version. But if it's not on the Switch, I might go Play Asia and get it at Play Asia. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this game. I love the hell out of this game, and hopefully people support it. Hope people get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up.
And rock with Yeez, man. Yeez is a very fun franchise. And I think a lot of people would like, especially know that Nordics is coming out. Yeez 10 is coming out.
Yeah, very excited for Nordics as well.
Adol's journey.
Yeah, very excited for Nordics and Yee's Memoir. I'm definitely picking this up. If it's on PlayStation, I'll pick it up. If it's not, I'll just grab it on a Switch for sure. And then last but not least, man, we got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for the PS5. So they're finally releasing the next gen version of the game. Yo, they've been supporting this game for like 8 years now, bro.
Repurchase it? Oh, no.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you have to repurchase it or not. I would assume they would just let you do a free update, but you know how things are now.
Mm-hmm. And next week is a busy week. Boy.
Yeah,
game releases, updates, character releases.
Busy, too busy, way too busy. But let us know what games you guys might be picking up from that list next week. Very excited to see. I think for me, I'm gonna download X Defiant. I'm gonna buy Yee's Memoir, and yeah, that's really all that's jumping out at me next week. That could pick up.
Platforms got games coming. I
mean, yeah, other platforms, but it's a PlayStation podcast.
PlayStation,
yeah. Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah. This is the Xbox podcast, talk about PlayStation.
Hold up now. That's what some people might say, but we know that that's not true. But yo, now Bari, we are
Chuck picking up Yeez. That's respect.
Yeez, Chuck, respect. Really?
He said he picking up Yeez part 10. Yeez Nordics.
Word. Chuck finally.
I think Chuck would like, especially the later Yeez and more action.
Chuck finally getting some gaming culture and expanding his taste. Chuck got trash gaming taste, so I'm happy to see him finally get some culture.
Yo, Chuck said he playing Akuma too. He gonna be a Shoto main.
Nah, keep him off Akuma. We don't need that.
Yo, you know one thing I hate about Chuck when I fight against Chuck?
What?
Yo, he always pick the worst colors. You know what I mean? Listen, I know that's nothing really like crazy. Well, yo, I'm like, yeah, his color selection be off, man. I need you to step your color.
We wearing
selection up,
orange
Chuck,
and shit.
man. Yeah, it be throwing me off, man. He be the weird greens. You know what I mean? Like he will pick like the dark gray instead of like the light gray. You know, it's just the colors that nobody pick. He'll pick brown. You know what I mean? I'm like,
wild colors, bro. Like just weird
man.
colors,
I
bro.
think that's part of his strategy, man. Part of his strategy. Yo, what y'all gonna see when y'all fight Chuck? You're gonna be like, damn, why he pick that color?
Or the outfit. Why you pick that outfit, man? Just don't sound right.
His outfits could be a little spotty, but I mean the color, man, it just be off.
I get it with the color. I agree.
Bro.
I agree.
Hey man,
no color coordination at all. Chuck, if you need some help, I got you. Hit me up. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to Dre. Plus on Block podcast every Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Plus on Block podcast.
Tomorrow gonna be a good one, so make sure you tune in for Plus on Block. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, yes it is. But we are now in the spotlight portion of the show, ladies and gentlemen. And for those that are new here, man, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you a game or games that we think you guys should check out. Right? It could be a brand new game, it could be an old game, it could be a game from your childhood, it could be a game that hasn't been released yet. The purpose of the spotlight is for us to spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. Bari, starting with you.
Yes.
What is your spotlight game for the week? And are you gonna break the rules?
Absolutely.
Yo, he was thinking hard, like too. That man definitely was. That man was thinking hard just now, bro. You see this face?
No. You know what I was thinking about? Like I said, I'm looking over to the right and I don't see a monitor.
Oh yeah, he tight, yo. yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The look on your face, you look angry just now, bro.
I really think they're not gonna deliver today, yo. And I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. But spotlight games for the week. You know I gotta do it, man. Persona. We gearing up for next week.
Yes, sir.
We're gearing up for Evo. You know what I mean? I'm going back. I'm going hard. Pause. There's a lot of things I need to work on just to get right, get optimal. When it comes to Grand Blue Fantasy versus Ryzen. Was playing some matches yesterday, man. Got washed a few matches, man. Yo, Jita, very, very annoying to fight. UL, like a lot of the changes definitely help a lot of these characters because UL, she got that 5M, and they would do 6-6. They would do dash L. But they dash L and they push back in the perfect range. So I haven't fought a UL in like a really long time. And I'm like, she really benefit from a lot of these changes. I don't know what else they changed about her, but it seems very much harder to like punish her. So I was struggling with her a lot. I fought a really good Siegfried, like a master rank Siegfried player too. Yeah, Siegfried, he's just doing whatever, yo. Just doing whatever he wants. Like it's very hard to punish him now. Even with the 6XL, it's just very hard to punish with Siegfried. He definitely has to get looked at for sure. A lot of people is going to keep it quiet, but I think he's broken even more than before. But yeah, I'm gearing up for Beatrix, man. Yo, it's a character I've been waiting for. Pretty much like a lot of the characters I like in Grand Blue, they're there. You know, Lancelot, Vera, and Beatrix is the next one I was really, really waiting for. And she looks dope as hell. We're gonna talk about that later, but she looks dope as hell, man. And I love a character that does have a, you know what I mean? I don't have to worry about neutral. Let me skip that real quick, especially in this game. And you have to deal with that. And in that trailer, it looks broken as hell. Being plus with the M version, I'm gonna assume that's what it is. But yeah, very, very excited to see Beatrix finally come. And I gotta talk to my Plus on Block brothers real quick too, man. Especially when it comes to the spotlight, because they didn't want to listen to me, man. For years. My brothers from another mother. I've known these guys as long as Persona. Huh? You know what I mean? I've been telling these guys, listen, man, there's a problem when it comes to fighting games. They release the same shit, updates, character packs, the game releases around the same time, all the goddamn time, and it was like, no, Bart, you exaggerating. It's not a big deal.
It's not that big a deal.
You know what happened the other day, Persona?
What's that?
Shout out to my bro Chuck, man. He finally confessed. Yes, the other day. I don't know what day it was. He finally. Normally, Chuck would text me or he would call me. He was like, "Yo, Bari, man, you know what I mean? Yo, you been right, man." And he do his little laugh. Yo, you right. He do his little laugh. He didn't do it this time. He actually wrote it on Twitter. I was surprised. No, your Drake did come around. I do agree with that. Drake did come around. But at first he didn't agree with it, but he did come around. And he confessed, Persona, yo, Bar, you been right. Because Street Fighter 6, one of the sickest characters about to release is coming out like the day before Beatrix comes out in Gran Blue.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? I'm not blaming Street Fighter because that's a bigger game. I'm blaming Gran Blue on this one. Like, yo, at least like you can't wait 2 weeks or release it this week.
Yeah.
You know
I don't know why. I don't know why they would release it literally the next day. Like it's literally boom, boom. Like nah.
It's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be. I know where I'm gonna be at, but it's gonna be rough just seeing the people that play those games, all like that. Oh yeah, then Slayer too. Oh yeah, Slayer does. Oh my.
He don't come out next week, do he? No.
Yeah, he does.
Oh
yeah, he does. I think he come out the same day as Beatrix, the 23rd.
Crazy boy.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo, fighting games, they do it to themselves, man. Like they're so competitive. I don't know if they're competitive with each other, but they put the games in the same or updates or character releases in the same week, man. And it never pans out well for them. It never does. But my bad. I'm going off on a tangent.
You good?
Yeah. Gran Blue Fantasy versus Rising. First update. Gran Blue Fantasy Relink, man. We was playing that last night. Shout out to my man Oolong.
Yeah, shout out to Oolong, man.
We was playing some of the extreme missions again, or maniac missions again. We're working our way to Proud, and yeah, we had to switch up. We was like, hold up. We knew with Seafon, we knew with Twin. We gotta switch up to the big dogs.
To the meta, to the mains.
I ain't even gonna hold you. When we switched up to the big dog, we was watching that boss. You know what I mean? But yeah, Gran Blue Fantasy really, it's just a really fun game. You know what I mean? Learning the bosses and stuff like that. Like I'm telling you, when we get to Lucilius,
it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem.
Rough, man.
Yeah, I know.
But having a
I
great
definitely want to fight him
Gran
this weekend for sure.
Oh yeah. Because we got to grind those Tears of Apocalypse, items. But yeah, those two games I thoroughly love a lot, man. Stellar Blade. I see a lot of people completing Stellar Blade. Shout out to everybody that supported it, and enjoying the game. Actually, there's very few people I'm seeing that's like, oh, I'm not really enjoying this game. I think Stellar Blade is a wonderful game. We had like a little conversation on Twitter, talking about the game and spoilers and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a great game. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Listen, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Spotlight in this game because I do feel like it's the best game to come out this year. It is one of the most complete games to come out as far as the option to just live in that game. There's so many content to play. I don't know why is that being criticized so much when it comes to like a open vast world game like that, especially like how the original was, where you have all those side content that you can do that's optional. No different here in Rebirth. So looking forward to that and playing that. Even more, even plus 300 hours of that, and seeing Persona, going for the platinum. That brings a little tear to my. I got a little tear up, man. Yo, Persona tagged me in a clip this week. It's like, yo, look at this Arab stuff. Yo, Arab stuff definitely. I'm trying to tell you, man, Arab is a monster.
The Arab setup is so nasty.
She and Cloud is definitely like the most buffed up characters, and Yuffie as well. In the game. But yeah, those are my spotlight games of the week. Hopefully, you do actually listen to the spotlight. Check these games out. I know when it comes around this time of the year, close to that E3, even though E3 is no more, but at E3 time they do see game sales come out for the summer. So take advantage of those sales if you didn't purchase these games yet, and definitely do enjoy them because they are really fun games to play.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna spotlight.
No, it's a
I got
good.
more, but Persona gave he messaged me saying I heard that up.
Nah, chill, brother. Like I said, it's gonna be a long show, so y'all get ready. Yeah, for me, uh, my spotlights. I am gonna break the rules, obviously, guys, but my spotlights are gonna be pretty straightforward. So first spotlight for me, Stellar Blade. I enjoyed getting this platinum last weekend. It was very fun. I put a lot of time into this game. I did start my third playthrough because I'm missing 4 skills. So I'm like, all right, I want to get that final trophy. So I
Oh, you gotta
started,
get that low. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
So I started another new game plus hard mode playthrough. That I'm slow rolling. Like, I'll just go back from time to time and just, work through it a little bit from here and there. Second spotlight, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, loving this game. Coming back to it. I said I was gonna come back to it and start working on this platinum. It's a lot because it's a lot right now. Like all week, what I've been doing with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is I've been doing prep, and what I mean by prep is maxing out all my materials, farming to get all the levels, trying to get all the weapons up and trying to make sure I got everything kind of set up how it needs to be before I really start getting into what I need to get into. So that's been a lot of what I'm doing. Plus I need to do the final proto relic. I need to fight Odin. I need to fight Gilgamesh and all that stuff. And then I need to also get the Meridian Bay materials and max those out. So a lot of prep is happening this week, but in like another week or so, and I'm kind of slow rolling that as well. I'm kind of gonna like slowly go through that platinum and do what I do and whatnot. So that's definitely gonna be something that I'm gonna enjoy. But I plan to get the platinum by like mid June, end of June, maybe we'll see. The next spotlight for me is actually going to be Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh yes. Listen, AC Shadows, we did get the reveal of that. We're gonna be talking about that later in the show. But I'm really, 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 really excited for this game. And I've already decided. I had said I was gonna do this last year, but then again, other games always pull me away when I want to do certain things. Like one of the things that we've talked about on this channel is like certain franchises that we want to platinum. Like, like I want to get all of the platinums in all the Final Fantasies, get all the platinums in like all the Kingdom Hearts, get all the platinums. I do want to get all the platinums, or at least all the platinums that I can get in Assassin's Creed. I've been a big Assassin's Creed fan since day one. But now I want to go back and get those platinums. So AC2, 3, Revelation, all that stuff. I am going through and getting those platinums. So that is something that I'm actually going to start this weekend with Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm going to go back and get the platinum. Shouldn't take me too much longer to finish up and get the platinum. So I'm going to get that, and then I'm going to work my way backwards. Valhalla will probably be one that I don't get the platinum. We'll see. But I'm going to try to see how many of the platinums I can get.
You want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Can you get it all?
Yeah, I'm going to go back and finish up Valhalla and get the platinum in that as well. But I want to see how many of the games I can platinum before AC Shadows comes out. So I am going to be juggling between Assassin's Creed and Final Fantasy franchise 1 through 6, and getting all those platinums throughout the summer.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, I know, man. It's going to take some time, but we definitely, we definitely going to be working through it. So AC Shadows, and then Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, man. This is a game that, I just really, really love this game. Like, I love Grand Blue as a franchise, and Relink, again, shout out to Oolong. Was playing with Oolong last night. Me, Bari, and Oolong was running through a bunch of missions and just, shooting the shit, having fun. And I love this game, man. I love Tien a lot. I think she's really, really fun. I don't have an optimal build with her yet, right? That's actually something I'm gonna work on this weekend, is trying to get like the right build for her so I can maximize my damage and the right skills for her. She's a good support, a good buff character for herself. Good buffs, and she does do a lot of good damage. So I'm trying to see how I can build her up. But once I get that optimal build, I'll definitely put that out there on Twitter and whatnot. And then, last but certainly not least, Destiny 2. Final Shape comes out next month. Really, really excited for this game. I'm really, really excited. I've been a big Destiny fan since day one. And I am excited to play the final expansion, even though I think Destiny 2, they did a lot of things wrong with Destiny 2. They tried to fix it as best that they could. I do think Destiny right now is in a pretty good state, right? But I am somebody that I do want to see the story through. You know, I want to see what happens with the Witness and the Traveler, and we kind of go from there and whatnot, and play through the
What did he
raids and
witness?
stuff like that. No, the Witness is the enemy.
Oh, so what did they see?
I don't know. We'll find out.
So why they named the Witness?
Oh, you talking about yo, listen, bro. I ain't even. Hey, yo, listen. I don't even know. I can't even tell you, bro. We gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, my favorite Destiny character is the victim. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, man. There is no. The Witness is he witnessed. I don't want to go down the Destiny lore because I can definitely we could go down that rabbit hole. But the short version is the Witness and his race of people were it's kind of like the Borg from Star Trek, where they go to planets and take over certain things and stuff like that. Listen, I don't want to go down that. I can't go down that path. I'm not going to go down that path because I have to explain certain things. To explain certain things. All right, we move it on. But yo, those are my spotlight games for the week. Let us know in the chat. What are your spotlights? What is your spotlight games? Let us know in the comments. What's your spotlight games? And yeah, man, you know, that's the spotlight, man. We appreciate y'all.
Yo, shout out to the legend. We got Timbo in the track. Shout out to Timbo. That's
the
word right there.
Yo, shout out to Timbo in the building. Big shout out to Timbo.
Yeah, I mean, when we see Timbo in the chat, we stop.
Okay. Shout out to Timbo. Shout out to Timbo. Big shout out to Timbo, man. Glad you here. Happy Saturday.
Yo, Andrew crazy.
What is there?
Nah, Andrew Wilkins.
Oh. But yo, listen, Bari, there's a lot of news. There's a lot of news this week. And we actually got some spillover news from last week that I just want to talk about real quick, briefly, before we start getting into the big boy news. You feel me? So the first bit of news is, well, actually, this is news that came out this week, but the first bit of news that I do want to talk about, Bari, is the PlayStation Plus catalog games for May. So we did get that released this week of what games are coming, and this might be a pretty decent list, but let me read off the list, and, you know, just give me your thoughts and let me know. Yeah, the list.
I thought you said list. My bad.
Lisp. And all these titles will be available May 21st, right? So we've got, for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium members, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2. We've got Deceive Inc. We've got The Sims 4 City Living. We've got Crime Boss Rocket City. We've got The Settlers New Allies. We got Stranded Alien Dawn. We got Cat Quest 2. The Lego Movie 2 video game. Watch Dogs. And then for premium members, these are the classic games. We got 2 Extreme. G Police, Worms Pinball. Also, side note, what game is this? Horizon Zero Dawn is actually being removed from the PlayStation. The complete edition is being removed from the PlayStation Store effective May 21st as well. I wonder why. We'll talk about that later. But Bari, looking at the list, give me a score. How you feeling about it? And talk to me. That look got me feeling like you ain't. I don't know what that look looking like. Talk to you, boy.
First and foremost, PlayStation Plus is the best service in gaming. No debate about it. My score when it comes to the catalog games, even though they got a big blockbuster, big game that I feel like a lot of people can definitely migrate over to the service with, I'm giving it a B minus. You know, outside of Red Dead Redemption, I don't feel like any other the games are like really, not saying notable, but they're not like, you know, recognizable, you know, to the average gamer or whatnot. Not saying that these games are not bad, because some of them do look cool, but they're not on the hype level. You know, you just leading off with Red Dead Redemption, then it does tailor off a little bit, in my personal opinion. Also, the catalog games, man, I'm met on those, but I'm totally against any first party game that went into Plus not staying in Plus. I think that's weird as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's going to be an announcement for a new Horizon remake that's being that's being rumored, or whatever Lego game or whatnot. But I just feel like it doesn't make no sense. You already put it in there. Why are you taking it out? In my personal opinion, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a B minus. I think overall the month is pretty good. But yeah, the catalog games is good. That's a good score. Strong, big title going in there. Um, is a good move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, I'm going to give the PS catalog from May. I'm going to give it a C.
Mm.
Um, a lot of these games, they just do not resonate with me. Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, is the biggest thing on that list, which is why it's keeping it from being a D. But in the premium classic games are just absolutely, in my opinion, horrible. I'm extremely good. I
They're
am
not like
extremely
us.
good on all this. You understand? I'm good on all of this. You feel me? So yeah, for me, and Watch Dogs 1 is just not it's just not that good of a game, in my opinion. But yeah, this list for me is very lackluster, and so I'm gonna give it a C. I'm not that
Let
impressed.
me ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
This is a
What's up?
real, being real critical here.
Okay.
When it comes to the price hike or the price increase of PlayStation Plus, do you think it's been warranted so far, or the price increase with the offerings since it increased since the price increase? Do you think it's been warranted with the offerings that they have with Plus and with the game catalog? Serious question.
Yeah, no,
Answer.
I
Be
think
honest.
that's a good. I think that's a good question, right? And for me, I mean, free games are free games, right? Or the catalog when it comes to the number of games and things that they've been putting in there, they've definitely been on top of it when it comes to putting a lot of games into the service consistently, both free games for the monthly games and the catalog. So from the perspective of s- s- objectively looking at it, I would say maybe, or yes. I would say yes, because
Okay.
there's a lot of content going in there. Subjectively, I would say no. The reason why I say that is because for me personally, I buy a lot of games. I own a lot of titles, right? So a lot of games that may go into the service that I don't own, there's a reason I don't own it, or I haven't bought it, because it's not something that I'm interested in. So because of that, I don't really view the PS catalog service as much of a as valuable per se as others might when it comes to some of these titles. Like RDR2, I own that. I played that when it first came out. Crime Boss, Stranded, Settlers, all these other games. I don't care. Like, I don't, if I would buy it if I really wanted it. So for me, I really don't care. So I don't really see the value in it from that perspective.
Mm.
From a classic perspective, I think the classic games are very, very hit or miss, man. Like very, very hit or miss. Where like one month they'll knock it out the park, and then the next month it'll just be like bullshit. And I'm just like, yo, like I'm good. Like I don't know. And the classic games that people really want, like, we need more JRPGs and more of the PlayStation classics from those era that you need to bring back. That they really are kind of dragging with bringing those back. So yeah, for me, subjectively, not really.
Mm. Interesting.
What about you?
I'm gonna say no on both parts. It's not like it's a strong no, because I do see the offerings getting better, but it's not as consistent as I would want it to
Mm-hmm.
be, especially leading off with the reason of the price increase.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They will have like a good, really, really good month, and then it will taper off. It fluctuates too much, and that could be a personal view as far as like the game offerings. But when it's what is not personal, it's the bigger games that's being offered, and that was kind of like the reason of the increase. I do think that is a great value, especially if you don't buy a lot of games for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think it is the best service in gaming, but is it warranted with the price increase so far? We are getting less games than previously. You know, are the games bigger? 50-50 on that. But yeah, subjectively, I'll always be like, yeah, 'cause I buy majority of my games. There's very few where I'm like, oh, I need to play this game through Plus, and even if I do enjoy it, I still will buy it.
Yep.
So I guess that could be like a good, try the game out. Then if you like it, purchase it. But I do feel like they need to be a little bit more consistent with the offering, especially because the internet never forgets, and I'm always gonna every time I look at the Plus and the catalog, new games for the month, I always think back to what was said with the price increase to get better offering or bigger games into the service. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I see it this month. I don't see it this month. I see it this month.
Yeah,
Don't see
it's
it this
very,
month.
it's very,
Don't
they're
see it
very,
this
it's very hit or miss, man. Like month to month is very, very, very hit or miss, extremely hit or miss,
month.
and
Well,
that's something they
I
need to
think
get more consistent with.
it's a fun little conversation to have. Maybe we'll dive in a little bit deeper, at the end of the year or close to the end of the year,
Mhm.
just to give our overall review of all the offerings
That,
for the year.
that actually might be a good idea. That's a good idea. Make a show out of like reviewing month to month and give an overall score on the WUPS reviews. Let us know if y'all want that. But yo, Bari, let's move it along. Move it along. because last
Move along, move
because
along.
last month was Thanksgiving. And for those who don't know, yes, we know that Thanksgiving really is in November, but Thanksgiving for gamers was in April. Because Stellar Blade released in April, towards the end of April as well. And one of the cool things that PlayStation does every month is they do a voting of, the best game of the oh
Best new game.
No, this is something else. My fault. Sorry, this is I'm set up for something totally different. This is PlayStation's top downloaded games. My fault. Yo, my fault. It was something else that I saw that made me say that. My fault. I think I forgot to add that article in. That's my fault, guys. Anyway, yo, so PlayStation's top downloaded game.
No, I think we did the best new game too.
I think so. I
Oh.
think we might have did do that already. That's why I'm thinking. Anyway, all right. So PlayStation April's top downloaded games, Bari, and surprise, or no surprise, but there is no surprise. Stellar Blade made it into the top 3 for US, right? So, Helldivers 2 is just crazy. Let's talk about this, man. So for PS5 for the US, the top 10 games was Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Sea of Thieves, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, MLB The Show 24, Grand Theft Auto 5, NBA 2K24, WWE 2K24, Grounded, and Dragon's Dogma 2 making it in the top 10, right? And then, yo, you funny. You are funny. And then for Europe, we've got Sea of Thieves number 1, Grand Theft Auto 5 number 2, Helldivers number 3, Stellar Blade number 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 number 5, EA Sports FC 24 number 6, Top Spin 2K25 number 7, Grounded number 8, It Takes Two number 9, and Fallout 4 number 10. Dragon's Dogma 2 just missing that top 10 spot, being number 11 in Europe. But Bari, seeing this list, it's not on this list, Bari. Matter of fact, take a look at the list. What game do you not see on this list?
I don't see Final Fantasy. I'm very disappointed.
Nasty work. How you feel about this list, Bari? Do you agree with it? Are you shocked? Give me your thoughts on the list.
I think this list is ass.
Oh, speak from the heart.
You know what I mean? If you respect gaming, you already know what game should be on there. But yeah, I mean, it's good that people are buying like new games. As the month comes out. I'm very happy to see Stellar Blade up there. I'm very happy to see Stellar Blade up there. Other than that, Pat up.
Hey, yo,
Yo, Yo, UK minus them.
Yo,
European
UK minus them.
Let me
Don't play.
Let me talk to you, man, real quick.
I need that celebrated in the
going on
top.
over there?
I need that celebrated in the top 3, yo. UK, what y'all
What the hell
doing
is
over
going
there?
on over there?
We need that in the top
Huh?
3.
Yo, first and foremost, PlayStation Nation. Let me talk to you real quick. Listen. I am very shocked. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is not in the top 20 of downloaded games in April. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I think it's the highest. It's the highest review game for the year to come out.
Nasty work.
The hell's wrong with y'all? I think there's an agenda going on, man.
What agenda? What agenda is that? Speak on it. Speak on it.
Like I'm very surprised that a great game like that is not consistently in the sales, especially how long it is and how much gameplay you can get from it. Where typically, you know, these gamers, they go by Metacritic and all that. It seems like with Rebirth, they avoiding that Metacritic. It's like, what? You know, some people be not interested or they don't play a certain genre. I'm not playing that. All of a sudden, the Metacritic come out. Oh, you know what? I decided
I might play it. You know, that might be a good game.
It is crazy. Hopefully, you know, it does pick back up because it is a great game, and I definitely want to talk about that game more with people. But like I said in the space the other day, I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by a game like Rebirth. It's not a easy. Let me just, you know, pick up and play this and boom, get the platinum right away type of game. Like the stuff that I'm seeing on here. But yeah, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to see Stellar Blade up there.
Yes. And clearly, Helldivers 2's got really long legs. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying that Helldivers is you know, the PC is carrying Helldivers, but clearly PlayStation people are buying it as well. For sure.
Yeah.
Dragon's Dogma still being up there is pretty good as well. Seeing the new Microsoft games up there, showing that people have interest to play them on PlayStation.
Would you? Let me ask you a question.
for
You know, seeing those game the Microsoft or the Xbox games in that top 10 for PlayStation, do you think the test that they were talking about was successful?
Yeah, I mean, for these two games right here, I didn't see.
Hi-Fi Rush made it in, I think, when it came out. I think it was in the March. It might have. I don't think it was. I don't know if it was in top 10 or not. It might have been in top 20 for Hi-Fi. But keep going.
Yeah, I think you know, seeing the success of Sea of Thieves and Grounded on the digital front. Yeah, I think that definitely will push, you know, them to put more games in there. Well, yeah, I'm gonna lay back and see how they approach that. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my thing overall, not seeing Rebirth on there is a goddamn shame. If you haven't played Rebirth yet or haven't purchased Rebirth, I don't know what the hell's wrong with you. You know, maybe you're avoiding a great game on purpose. You know what I mean? That's like saying, "Oh, I'm avoiding Elden Ring. It's too good." Everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody bought up Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're avoiding a game like that. Hey, critically acclaimed. You know, the gamers that do play it tell you that they enjoy it. It's a great game. I see everybody, you know, firing up and booting up every other game under the sun, other than the best game, critically,
Fantasy.
to come out. It's kind of weird to me, especially in this day and age where you just see people pushing Metacritic and review scores all over the goddamn place. I think people are scared, man. I think they heard whispers of how difficult that game could be, especially getting for the platinum, and they acting like little. I was gonna say
we on WUPS. This ain't the J Bari show. We on WUPS. Be nice.
they're acting scared, man.
Yeah.
Listen, prove me wrong if that's not the case.
Yeah,
I think that is the case. I'm very good at what I do.
I feel
very nice.
I feel like, you know, I do like the list. I'm happy to see, especially in the U.S., Dragon's Dogma.
Thank you. I know I got a really good list.
I'm happy to see Dragon's Dogma 2 making it to the top 10 for the US, making it to the top 20 for EU. Shout out to Helldivers 2. I think, you know, it's great that game is still seeing tremendous success. We are going to talk about the sales of that game later on in the show. But Stellar Blade, you know, that was definitely something that I was looking at PlayStation or looking at the PlayStation community to see where this game would land, right? Especially it being a brand new IP coming from a Korean studio with Shift Up. Shout out to Kim Tae and the team over there in Korea. And, this game having a lot of controversy around it as well with, the whole thing about censorship and some of her outfits not being as exposed that people would have thought it would be and things of that nature. And certain other design choices that Kim Tae and the team had explained that they chose to do. I'm happy to see that the PlayStation Nation did showed out, and got Stellar Blade to top 2 and top 4 in both regions. You feel me? So I'm really happy to see the success of Stellar Blade. Hopefully, we see some sales numbers soon, just to see kind of where this game lands. But I'm happy to see the success. And listen, shout out to all the games that did make it into this top 10, top 20 list. It's good. So shout out to y'all. Right. And shout out to people. I see the messages, man. So big shout out to Henzu Hattori. 10 months as a member of the WUPS Nation. Henzu, always appreciate you, bro. He says, yo, what up? What up, WUPS? It's been a minute. Hope y'all doing great and enjoying your gaming. Persona, I'm going to catch on that early morning workouts. Yo, Henzu, appreciate you always being a member of the WUPS Nation. And yeah, man, a lot of gaming, a lot of good things. And yeah, man, early morning workouts is definitely, it's the vibe, man. It's the wave. When I first started doing it at the start of this year, it was very tough. Just doing that, like getting up 5:30 in the morning. But now it's routine, man. Like I can't picture myself not getting up that early and going and getting a nice little 2-hour workout in, man. It's great. I love it. So I definitely recommend it. And it's better than like doing it in midday or afternoon and whatnot, because the gym is more crowded at that time, or, you probably are less likely to do it after a long work day. You feel me? So I feel like I got more energy and more things to do when I do it that early in the morning. So early morning workouts, I'm a big proponent of that. I love it. And I definitely support that. But yo, Henzo, thank you for supporting us, man. Rocking out with us.
Quick question. Quick little update. You remember that tweet that IGN posted about Kais and that talking about he incited they finally deleted that horrible tweet that they made. You know what I mean?
Good.
I'm disgusted by the behavior of the gaming community this year in general.
Yeah.
It's a disgusting behavior, man.
Yeah.
Do better. But
I'm glad they deleted that tweet, because that was like absolutely disgusting. The way they, brought up this whole riot and all this, like, it was just disgusting, man. Like they turned a good moment in gaming into some bullshit. And it was just anyway. Shout out to Stone, Catwoman in the building. Appreciate you for the 49 super chat. Stone says, stopping by to say hi to the WUPS men, the chat, and the lurkers. Make sure to wash your ass before you argue with people on the intranet. Shout out to Stone. Stone, we appreciate you always rocking out with us, man. And then
washcloth.
Facts. And then big shout out to Unicron Gaming, man, for the €5. Is that euros or pound? I always mess up the European currencies, man. Listen, I'm gonna call it the European money. European money. Appreciate you, Unicron. He says, you two made my week with the funniest convo on X. The green snake one. Did you know a snake is a reptile? Bari be doing. Bari know what gets under my skin, man. It's crazy.
Okay. One thing I hate is somebody thinking that you're dumb and don't know things, or they try to PBS you.
Especially on Twitter.
Where they teach you. Yeah, and it's just like the most like disgusting thing in the world. Like, on Twitter you're not gonna spell out everything, but it's pretty common knowledge of certain things. Like, and people will come up to you like, "Hey, if you press square, you can attack." Like,
Yep. It's crazy, bro. Like, and
spell that out in detail. The tweet doesn't mean I don't know about it.
And you know how I am, man. Like I don't need nobody PBSing me, man. On nothing.
That shit frustrates me to know. I hate that bullshit. Persona will tell you. I tell him. I let him know too. I was like, yo, my man, what are you doing, bro? You know what I mean? And when I see it on there, I make fun of it because for some strange reason people go on Persona's tweets and they think he can't play a game. He don't know about the most common knowledge stuff. I'd be like, it's just funny as hell.
Crazy. Timbo said, I work out late at night. My gym is 24 hours. Oh yeah, that's definitely dedication as well. Like late night workouts, early morning workouts, that's dedication, especially late at night because you got a long day and you got to hit the gym before you go to bed. Yeah, that's real dedication. Shout out to Timbo. Um, and then shout out to Upchuck Gaming, man. 20 months as a member of the WUPS Nation. Chuck says, my brothers just love seeing success on and off the screen. Congrats and continued blessings to you both. By the way, y'all both free. Chuck,
Oh, shit.
I'm back
Yo,
on
shout out
Street
to my
Fighter
man,
next week. You understand? We gonna see. We
Hey, yo,
gonna see.
listen, Persona, you my bro, man.
There you
Make
go.
sure you
There you
don't be
go.
talking too much trash because you're gonna be playing on Hitbox.
I know.
Okay?
Nah, I ain't
I don't
talking.
wanna-
Nah, listen, I'm not gonna be talking no trash on the
Yeah.
hitbox. The hitbox gonna take me like a month to get nice. I ain't even. I'm gonna let Chuck get his
You know what Persona
1-2s
gonna
off.
do? He gonna start off with a Hitbox, and then there's gonna be a pause. He gonna switch on over. And
Nah.
he gonna hit his mic.
If I'm listen, if I'm fighting Chuck, I'm definitely on the regular fight stick, not on the hitbox. Not until I get proper. The hitbox is gonna take me like a month to really get acclimated. And I'm actually gonna be doing learning the hitbox series on my channel too. So y'all get to see the rage.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm surprised Chuck even made that comment on YouTube, man. I've been trying to say good morning to Chuck for 2 weeks now. Ever since he got master rank with Aki. You know what I mean? This man, he don't talk to me no more, man. You know what I mean? It's he's changed. You see?
Listen, Chuck, no, I already washed him up in Grand Blue. That's why he won't touch the game no more.
Oh shit.
Anyway, let's move on, guys. Shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, man. All right, let's get into something else, Stellar Blade related. Let's stick to the topic of Stellar Blade because Shift Up, or this official Stellar Blade account, put out this cryptic tweet. Not even cryptic, but like a tweet that just says, "Get ready for next week." Bari, let's put our tinfoil hats on. Let's put the tinfoil hats on. And I need you to speculate for your boy. What do you think Shift Up is referring to when it comes to this? What do you think it is?
First and foremost, Shift Up. I think you posted the wrong picture to say get ready for next week. This is a very spoiler.
Yo, fact. No,
picture.
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Only reason why I say no is because you're only seeing a piece of something. You're not really seeing. Nah, I don't think this is a spoiler. I don't look at this as a spoiler. I don't.
This is definitely a spoiler.
Nah, I don't think so.
But I think photo mode is coming. Look how clean that picture is. Look how zoomed in it is, cropped up. I think it's photo mode.
Bari, are you an insider? Hold up. Bari might be an insider, boy.
Man, I don't mean to brag, but man,
Yo, I know Bari for like 14 years. This dude say that same tired ass rap line of like, say the line, Bari. What's the line? Do it.
You don't really want it with Jay. Check my record. I make you my red man because you feel my method easy.
Hey yo, this dude Bari been saying that tired ass line for 14 years, bruh. Since I known this dude, 14 years, this man been saying that tired ass line. Get that line up out of here, bruh. Get some new material.
My name
I'm
is
here.
Bari. I drive a Ferrari in the Safari. I'm chilling. Bars.
That's terrible. That's terrible, man. That was absolutely terrible, bruh. Nasty word.
Hey yo, they not like us. Not like
Nah, but yo, back to this. Yo, I definitely think I'm with you. I agree. I think this is photo mode. I think this is what it is. Either that, or it might be a combination of photo mode and a boss rush. I know that was something that they said they were working on. So we might be able to. We might.
That's something that people wanted. The boss rush.
So, but I can see it being photo mode though.
costume colors as well, because I've been having a lot of fun. Like getting the costumes and seeing the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the alternative colors look dope as hell. So I hope they add more, costumes
Mm-hmm.
and costume colors. But
Yeah,
I would love a boss rush mode. I think that would be cool. But I definitely would love photo mode for sure. That's gonna up the sale of the game even more. Having that photo mode,
yeah.
people gonna replay that joint and they gonna go to
Just
their
for the
favorite
photo, just
position.
for the photo mode, bro.
Absolutely,
Just for that photo mode, bro.
absolutely.
I mean, I'm already doing another playthrough, but yo, photo mode. I wish photo mode was in. Cause I got so many good screenshots that I was able to capture just through like cutscenes or whatever, or caption it during combat. But if I had a photo mode, oh yeah, it'd have been some good, even better. But yo, we'll see. We'll see what next week holds with that. But yo, Bari, let's get into something else. Something else. So, Bari, let's go back in time for a second. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time to 2021. Or was it 2022? 2022.
Oh no,
It was 20, yeah, it was 2021. And let's go back in time
yo, Chucks.
to when Deviation Games first came out
Oh
on
no,
stage.
you going there? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Let's go back in time to Deviation Games. You and I had a lot of stock, a lot of faith, and a lot of excitement given the kind and caliber of studio Deviation Games was being propped up to be. It had Jason Blundell and I keep forgetting this other guy. Oh, David Anthony. Both known for the Call of
Tony
Duty
Flame, yeah.
franchise. Tony Flame, right? Known for the Call of Duty franchise. And they were heading up their own studio and being partnered with PlayStation. They were going to be making a new multiplayer shooter. The excitement was high, very, very high. And then unfortunately, Deviation Games experienced some layoffs back in March of 2022, late 2022 or 2023, excuse me. And the studio closed last year as well. So first off, Jason Blundell, he left. Then the studio experienced layoffs, and then last year, March of last year, Deviation Games shut down. Now, here's where things get interesting, Bari. Late last year, it was leaked, or it was rumored that Jason Blundell was actually working at PlayStation. So Blundell was at PlayStation, right? Here's where things get a little bit more interesting, Bari. So allegedly, PlayStation has built up or stood up a brand new studio, and Jason Blundell might be involved. Now, here's the thing. It's a rumor. It's not facts, but let's look at what's being said here. I see you staring daggers at me right now. So let me give you all the details before we talk about it. So, in a LinkedIn post from a former technical director, Michael Anthony, suggested that the studio is working on an undisclosed IP. He says all the people I see working there have been signed up, that have signed up are top class developers. I hope that you can create a top class new IP with your studio that hopefully gives you all the time you need to create a quality product and not have to deal with the red tape of previous projects. So it would seem Deviation Games co-founder Justin Blundell is involved in the studio. He's probably the head of the studio, no lie. Because in another tweet a while back in another post, somebody else had said, this was back in 2022, I think, or 2023. But anyway, they said that they've been waiting for a while, but now they can finally say that they are a junior game designer at PlayStation Studios and work for Jason Blundell. That was last year. I need your thoughts, Bar. 2 questions. 1, do you think PlayStation has built up a brand new studio with Jason Blundell being heavily involved? I think he's the head of the studio, honestly, if this is true. And the second thing is, if they did stand up a new studio, what type of game do you think they would be making? You muted.
You don't really want it with Jay. Check my record.
Oh my god. Oh my
I'm making
god.
my red man because you feel my method.
Oh my god.
This news is very confusing.
It is to a
And
degree.
it don't make no goddamn sense. Because you had a partnership with Deviation Games. All the people that you're claiming that is working for this studio. Why not just buy Deviation Games? You already had the people there.
Good
Why
point.
create a new studio and have the same people that worked at Deviation over at this new studio? It's just confusing. It's baffling. It makes no goddamn sense. But the fan in me is very, very happy that these specific people are still working. Hopefully, I don't know what the hell's going on in Deviation, but hopefully whatever
No,
they
they
were
shut.
working
No,
on,
they shut down. They shut down last year.
okay. Hopefully whatever they were working on, it's in that same vein, because I know they was working like on a RP, not an RPG, but first person like multiplayer, game with a story. And I personally, I would like them to I would like PlayStation to dive into multiplayer with first person shooting. I mean, we're missing that with like Killzone. They're doing Horizon. So hopefully this studio, or even with Firewalk, can fulfill that void right there. But yeah, like just looking at the news and seeing, what's going on, or what, because yeah, I've been following it as well. I'm just like, I'm confused. This person leaves this studio get closed, and the people that did left the studio is working for this new studio. He does just buy the goddamn studio. You had all the PlayStation dual shocks and dual senses all on the goddamn walls.
Yo,
What
for
the hell is
real.
going on? I'm confused, but whatever it is, I'm at the point where I'm just sick and tired of hearing all of these rumors and leaks and LinkedIn posts. I want to see what these games are so I can talk about it and go from there, rather than talking about a LinkedIn post. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yo,
just
I
getting tired,
agree.
man.
I
We are at
agree.
that midpoint of the generation. Very, very happy with the generation.
Yeah.
But I'm sick and tired of reading text. Let me see the video, and then we can judge. Then I can go back to reading text. That's what I want. But I'm happy that I'm a big fan of the old Treyarch devs. I'm a big fan of Jason Blundell. Some of my favorite games he's a part of when it comes to competitive games. And yeah, I want to see what it is. That's,
Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, I think I'm at the point we're definitely at the point where I want to see, like, I want this to be confirmed, because a lot of this is speculation and rumors and he said, she said, and all this other stuff that tends to happen.
Telephone when gaming.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is this, telephone?
it's definitely one of those things where like I'm at the point where I want to see. So I'm hoping, if there is a showcase or something like that happening this year or anything this year, hopefully we would get some type of confirmation or something shown if this is true. Like, this might not be true at all, and it might just all just be fluff. Who knows? But if PlayStation has built a new studio, that's really interesting to see. So I would be very interested to see how they pull this off.
Do you see what I see?
Yo, shout out to DC Gamer. Appreciate you for the super chat. Says Country Gamer will wash all y'all. Oh man, this guy is funny.
Hey, I'm scared of Country Gamer. I don't know
Country
who you
Gamer.
gonna fight.
Country Gamer.
So, you know what I mean? So yeah, I get that, the Country Gamer. You definitely wash everybody up.
Yes, sir. All right, moving on. Bari.
Yo, Persona, before we move on, say that bar real quick.
What?
You don't really want it with JH, am I right?
I'm not saying that. You're crazy. So moving on. I am not saying that, my boy. You are crazy. That's your shit. That ain't mine. That's yours. Bari, question. When you were a kid, did you play with Legos?
Yes.
You did? Yeah?
I ate them too. I chewed them up.
What?
You never shoot up a Lego?
Hell no. No, sir.
Oh, man.
No, sir.
That is delicioso.
No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. Shoot up Legos.
You never bit up your toys?
Nope. Not no Legos. Hell no.
My bad.
That's crazy.
I shouldn't have confessed that.
You absolutely should not. You should not have confessed that, brother. You should have kept that in the drafts. Well, if you enjoy playing Legos, you might enjoy, and you enjoy PlayStation as well, don't you? PlayStation games.
Yes.
So if you enjoy Legos and you enjoy PlayStation games, you would enjoy them coming together to make their own game. Yeah.
That setup was real. You tried.
I tried. It was trash. My fault. But yo, listen. Allegedly, there is a Lego Horizon Adventures game. Yo, Bari, your face got me rolling, bro.
Not gonna chat fronting, man. Like they never chewed up toys before.
Not no Lego, bro.
Lego.
No, but you would say you was chewing on Legos. Legos are very hard. Pause. Oh nah. Yo, Bari, that's crazy. No, bro. Nah, we not doing that. Don't do that. Yo, that's crazy.
Black pepper on there.
Oh, paprika.
Hell yeah.
Little jerk barbecue sauce.
Want some spicy?
So listen, allegedly, there is a Lego game being made, a Horizon Lego game, potentially, allegedly being made, and this comes from a trademark that was found by a trademark finder called Kurakasi. He tweeted that Sony and Lego were soon to announce a collaboration of a well-known IP. At the time, Kurakasis, I'm saying C is sis, Kurakasis revealed the game, but as what seems to be obligatory from insiders these days. I vaguely tweeted that the project was on the horizon.
Tweet,
yeah, I know.
Another
I know.
text that we gotta read.
I know.
Another speculation.
I know.
Another LinkedIn post.
I know.
Another patent. You know what I mean?
I know.
Well, go. We talk.
No. Yeah, and I put it in there just to entertain the idea because I know we was kind of talking about this a little bit behind the scenes. But, would you be interested in a Lego Horizon game?
No. I'm good. Like, yo, I
Really?
like the Lego series.
Yeah.
I like the Lego series, and the branch off of like the Star Wars and the Marvel and all that stuff. I do enjoy playing them from time to time, especially in a little co-op, playing with my niece and nephew or whatnot. But when it comes to Horizon, I just don't want to view Horizon as like that jokey, don't take serious type of story. They're retelling the game in just a jokeful, manner. You know what I mean? That would throw me off as far as seeing that, especially knowing that the third game that's coming up is going to be very serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So me personally, not saying that everybody got to feel the same way I feel. I just feel like it's not needed. It's not necessary to have a Horizon Lego game. With that being said, I don't know how it looks. I don't know how, what they're going to be doing with it.
I think it's safe to say if they are doing a Lego game, it most likely will be look like Lego.
No, I'm saying like as far as like I don't know as far as like what I was saying as a criticism as far as it following or retelling the story of Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West. It could be something that's completely different, but this is a Horizon Lego game. I don't know what it is, but I just don't want to see it, man. I understand the draw that it can have, getting a new audience or a younger audience into the franchise. But that new audience and that younger audience, when they play the third game, is going to be a complete departure as far as the tone of what they're playing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I just don't see how I look at things, how that will pan over well. Mm-hmm. Having a Horizon Lego game, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm just not interested in a Horizon Lego game.
I would
Ratchet and Clank Lego game. I'd be like, oh yeah, hell yeah. I'll sign up for that, but Horizon, I'm good.
I would want to see the actual game first before I write it off completely. As of right now, I would say, you know, I don't know. You know, I want to see. I want to see a trailer. Let me see a trailer, see how it's gonna look, how it's gonna play. If I like what I see, I'll pick it up and play it. You know, but if I'm not liking what I'm seeing, then I'm definitely gonna pass on it. I do agree that more serious characters like Aloy in that type of world doesn't necessarily. I don't know how that will translate into like. Well, no, because they do it with all types of stuff. They did it with Game. Didn't they do a Game of Thrones? Or didn't they do I don't remember, something Lego. I
To be
mean,
fair, the only ones I purchased are the Marvel ones. I got the Star Wars one. You know what I mean?
they had the
which I think
Marvel
they did a
they
good
had
job.
they had the DC villain Legos and all. I don't know. So like serious tone stuff I think does translate kind of well in Lego with how they do it. But I wouldn't want to see it with Horizon. I would want to see it because they
Yo,
already got they already have a
You see Fresh comment. He make a good that could be. I could see that the breaking off the parts, the Dino bots, makes sense. And how she build up, weapons. Yeah, I can see
yeah,
that.
that definitely would make a lot of sense. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would want to see how they execute on something like this if this is something that they would do. Me personally, I'm not going to completely write it off, but I think this is also PlayStation. And I don't want to get ahead of what we're going to talk about later, but just to kind of touch on it a little bit, I also think this is PlayStation kind of just expanding the brand. The stuff that they keep talking about, trying to reach different audiences and trying to capitalize in multiple different areas. I think this, having a Lego Horizon game, and I don't think if this is something that is successful, I don't think they stop at Horizon. I could see them doing a God of War one, or I could see them doing well, Last of Us. I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know.
Last of Us.
Last.
Oh, that's where you draw the line, right?
Hey man, look. Last of Us. I mean, yeah, I need to see, man. Let's see how it work, how it do. But I'm interested to see what they do with that. Crazy.
I'm good. I didn't like when they did a whole crossover to Fortnite. I didn't like that. You know what I mean? It just makes you look at these characters differently. But I'm old school, man. I'm old, so I don't view things how everybody else views stuff. But I got to see it how it looks. But just reading the articles and seeing the speculation, I'm not like enthusiastic about it. You know what I mean? A Lego Horizon game, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's up. So, Bari, it's time to get into the nitty gritty of the news. So, we finally got confirmation of who the CEOs, yes, plural, CEOs, because it's more than one CEO, it's CEOs. CEOs with an S, extra lisp on that CEOs, right? Two CEOs that will be taking over the PlayStation brand, right? So let's get into this, man. So first off, big shout out to Herman Host and Hideki Nishino.
Yo,
both of
give Herman Host a platinum in the chat.
And definitely got to give Hideki Nishino a platinum as well, man.
Nishino-san, here's your platinum.
Nishino-san, big shout out to y'all, man. So PlayStation is actually appointing two CEOs to replace Jim Ryan to oversee the PlayStation business, right? So this is how it's going to break down, Bari. So for Herman Host will be the newly named CEO. All right, hold on, again, tongue tied. Hold up. Host is the CEO of the newly named Studio Business Group, which includes.
I'm serious though. It happens.
Which includes all of PlayStation's first-party teams, plus covers the development of PlayStation IPs onto other mediums such as TV and film. Holst was already the head of PlayStation Studios. He was previously the co-founder of Horizon and Killzone developer Guerrilla Games. And Holst, he says, I'm thrilled to lead the studio business group and continue to build on our success with PlayStation 5 while preparing for the future. The video game industry is one of the largest entertainment industries in the world and has been built on the marriage of content and technology, and I look forward to continuing to push the boundaries of play and entertainment. For Hideki Nishino, he will lead the platform business group, which includes console hardware, technology, accessories, PlayStation Network, and third-party relations, covering major publishers and indie studios. He was already the senior VP of platform experiences. He has been a part of the been a part of the Sony business since 2006, holding numerous roles at Sony, Network Entertainment, Sony Corporation, and SIE. And Nishino says, we will continue to connect players and creators through world-class products, services, and technology. We always strive to grow our community even bigger with innovation in every area at Sony Interactive Entertainment. I am honored to be appointed such an important role alongside Herman. By working more closely together, we will be positioned to build incredible experiences for an ever-expanding audience now and into the future. They both will report to Hiroki Totoki, who was the interim CEO after Jim Ryan left. Now Hiroki Totoki, and he's also was the COO, CFO of Sony. He is the COO and CFO of Sony Group Corporation. He is now going to be the chairman of SIE. So Herman Host and Hideki Nishino will report to him in terms of the overall corporate structure. So there's a couple things that's happening here, Bari, just to break it down, and for the audience that's listening as well. The brand of PlayStation has now been broken down into two sectors that are being run independently by two separate people. Herman Host will be running the gaming side of the business of PlayStation, and Hideki Nishino will be running the services and hardware side and oversee the services and hardware side of the PlayStation and the brand of the business of PlayStation and the brand. Bari, seeing the structure, seeing what's going on, give me your thoughts on all of this in this new structure that PlayStation, or I should say Sony, is implementing when it comes to the PlayStation business.
Yeah, first and foremost, congratulations to Herman Host and Hideki Nishino-san um, on their elevated positions. I feel like Herman Host's position is more like an elevated position where he got more responsibilities because he was already just in charge of first party ties with games. Now he's just overall with PlayStation and the PlayStation productions and the gaming side of things. And yeah, Nishino, the hardware side and the network side of things. I, we already knew as far as when it came to Jim Ryan and why he retired. The job is very taxing, and having all those responsibilities. It was like, okay, let's try to split that into two, and take a lot of that stress off from people, especially the travels and all that stuff. But big congrats to them. I do like Herman Host a lot. Um, when it comes to PlayStation, I think he's done a great job as well as studio lead. I do have my criticism with him as far as a lot of things that he said in the beginning of this generation. I'm still waiting for him to actually deliver those things. I remember him saying 25 PlayStation games in development. Half of them is new. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting a lot of that, Herman Host, to be honest with you. Hopefully now they can, reveal a lot more of the future of PlayStation. I would like to see that PlayStation 4 approach when it comes to marketing, showcasing the game. If a game do get delayed, it get delayed, but showcase the game, and, interact, communicate with the audience as far as how the game is progressing and whatnot. I felt like that was a great thing that PlayStation 4 did, especially on the Sean Layden, where the promotion of the games were spot on. Too much of these, let's go dark and let's talk about the game and do a state of play 3 months before. It's working out for them, but me personally, I like the PS4 marketing more. So we'll see how he does under that. When it comes to Nishino and the hardware stuff, he's a veteran of the company. We'll see how he does as far as pushing hardware or having new hardware. For the PlayStation brand. But yeah, I'm just intrigued to see how it's going to pan out with the two CEOs of PlayStation. Is that going to be too convoluted? Or will it actually be, would it be efficient in how they deliver and promote and push the PlayStation brand? What I mean? We'll see how it goes. But I'm very optimistic because I'm more. I know Herman Host. What I mean, so I don't know Nishino that much, but I'm very optimistic on when it comes to Herman Host. But I need him to reveal some of that PlayStation stuff. I need to smell that PlayStation fragrance. You know what I mean? When it comes to the future, you know what I mean? I want to spray a whole bunch of fragrance and it lasts me all day or all year. Where I walk, people gonna smell it. I make a tweet, people gonna smell it. I put out a video, people gonna smell it. If you get what I'm saying. But nah, congrats on both, and I'm looking forward to the future. Seeing how they tackle places. Oh, be more responsive to the community. You know, I feel like I like Jim Ryan. I feel like on a business side, Jim Ryan was really good as far as getting PlayStation where it needs to be monetarily. But I feel like that interaction with the community was lost. You know what I mean? Even when Sean Layden came on here, I was praising, PlayStation experience. Um and Herman Host was a part of PlayStation experience when he was doing his thing at Gorilla and all that stuff. So hopefully that essence of that PF4, what it was doing, can pan over to his leadership with how he talks about and deliver these PlayStation games. Shout out to Timbo. She was just talking about how she met Herman Host. That you see that rapport, it builds great rapport within the community, with the fan base, and that stuff I feel like is missing. As much as PS5 is very successful and is doing great, I would love to see them take a lot of that money to build that community back up with the PlayStation brand and having stuff like a PlayStation experience where fans all over the world can come together and just talk about and share in one accord they love for PlayStation. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you said a lot that I agree with. I think for me, one of the good things that I really like Herman Hulst as well. I think he is a really good he's made some of the greatest games on PlayStation throughout PlayStation's life. And I do think that he has been doing a good job as like the head of the studios, first party studios and whatnot. So seeing him kind of get elevated into pretty much being able to be kind of the final say when it comes to what's happening with first party, especially with being within that PlayStation ecosystem for so long and understanding the the importance of like quality and making great games and things like that, and really understanding it from the developer's perspective as well, because he was a developer, right? So I think Herman Holst is definitely the best person to run the gaming side of things when it comes to um the studio business, right? The studio business group. um for Hideki Nishino, he's already really been doing it with the hardware as well, right? So he's been already kind of been making a lot of those decisions. He's just now got that elevated role where now he's more of the final say, right? um I'm more so interested to see, because the thing that really stood out to me with this is not necessarily obviously the two CEOs, but what stood out to me is the separation of the business of PlayStation behind the scenes. Now we're kind of going to be seeing PlayStation or SIE. Maybe not just say PlayStation. Let me say SIE. SIE. We're really going to see SIE and a PlayStation brand kind of be ran between in two different, not two different directions, but kind of in two different ways from two different perspectives. You're going to be seeing the gaming side of things and how that's going to go, which is going to go a specific way, but then you're going to see the hardware side and services side of things move in a different direction as well. And they both are going to, the thing that I hope that they both are able to do is kind of to come together and make it all work succinctly as one, which I think they will be able to do, because they both have been within the company for so long. They know kind of the ins and outs and what needs to work and what doesn't work. So I'm interested to see how this plays out and what all happens from this, especially two CEOs, like this. This is going to be really interesting to see. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. It's a classic, phrase. I mean, too many cooks, spoil the broth. But like, hopefully, their synergies on point within the PlayStation brand. It's having two different mindsets, but they are in charge of two different sectors of it. So
yes,
it
but
may you're not going to see too much
both of
clash.
those, you won't see too much class. But the thing that worries me, I wouldn't say worries me, but the thing that I'm looking at more so is because they both run two different sectors, but it's two different sectors of the same brand, which is PlayStation, or within the same business, which is gaming. So despite you running two different sectors, I'm hoping that they both will be able to come together and make it work as one, where it all makes sense, which I think they will. I have faith that they will. But those are the things that I'm looking at when it comes to the two CEOs and the separation of the business from the back end. So
Yeah, like this generation, I'm not too worried about it. Well, we'll see how next generation, you know what I mean? What's his thoughts and how the hardware should be? Do Herman Hulse agree because they want to push what type of technology with the games, the software, and how that's going to come together, you know, for PS6 or the new
mhm,
handheld or new
mhm,
VR.
mhm.
You know what I mean? We'll see how that works together. But
Yep.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a unique approach, and but yeah, I'm pretty optimistic with it. But I
Yep.
definitely want them. I believe in that community side of things when it comes to building a great rapport, and I feel like the core audience, the PlayStation fan, they definitely need to communicate much more, especially now that you're growing a brand of PlayStation on PC. You're gonna have more people, you know, being PlayStation fans. It would be a great opportunity to have something like a PlayStation experience. You know what I mean? Just to push that even more, or get everybody together and have that communication with the fan base there. But I'm always gonna push for that. You know what I mean? It don't matter who comes on here. When it comes to what's up PlayStation, I'll always push for bringing back PlayStation experience. So we'll see. But congratulations to both of them once again, and looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it.
Yep. Likewise. All right, Bari, we about to get into some into more of the weeds when it comes to business and
Weeds.
and sales.
I don't smoke.
So PlayStation's Q4 financial report came out. So,
Uh oh.
sales, yes, sir, sales.
Gloom and gloom.
PlayStation's failing.
Um, so we're not gonna spend too much time on this, but I do wanna kind of just go through it real quickly, so that we can kind of talk about it. So shout out to Genki for kind of putting everything into a very digestible way. So big shout out to Genki, man. Good dude out here in the community. We rock with Genki heavy. So Sony PlayStation's fiscal year 2023 Q4 results are that PlayStation 5 units sold was 4.5 million. They were just short of the 21 for the fiscal year. That makes it 20.8 million consoles that they sold. So they missed the mark of the 21 million that they were hoping to sell for the fiscal year, which they had dropped down from the 25 million that they had originally anticipated that they would try to sell for the fiscal year of 2023. So they sold 4.5 million units for Q4. Lifetime sales have reached 59.3 million. Full game unit sales 72.6 million. First party sales 12.3 million. Digital download ratio is 77%. That is crazy. And monthly active users 118 million. That's that side of it. Then there's the other side with
Yeah,
Shinobi.
a lot of stuff that is being shown here. When it compared the year over year, when it comes to just the Q4,
Mm-hmm,
a lot of things is increasing, going up.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
the console sales, uh, in Q4,
Hold
it
on,
went up.
I'm about to read the rest of it. Yeah, like I'm gonna read Shinobi's side of it.
We don't need to read it.
Oh, all right, go ahead. Do your thing.
So you're gonna reread what I'm just saying
Go ahead.
with Shinobi?
Go ahead. Do what you say.
Do we need Shinobi?
Not as of right now. Go ahead. Do your thing. Go ahead. Do your
Nah,
thing.
go ahead.
No, go do your thing. Do your thing.
No, I'm just saying, like, a lot of things that we're seeing is up. The only thing that we haven't seen that is up is the year over year sales when it comes to the first party games that
Yes.
actually has a decline down.
Mhm.
PlayStation, they missed their forecasted numbers for the 21 million, but when it comes to Q4 and year over year, they're actually selling more consoles you know, as the year progresses. So
Mhm. Mhm.
good on them. A lot of people trying to misconstrue a lot of people when it comes to the news as far as what is down, and they using the forecasted numbers to say, oh, they went down this amount of percent. Meanwhile, they're not using the actual comparative numbers from Q4 to Q4 or fiscal year 2020 2 to 2023 to show the increase in a lot of stuff. Even when it comes to the year over year of the monthly active users, that is down, but the Q4 is up.
Mm.
But go ahead, I'll show it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Shinobi numbers do show it though.
Yeah, Shinobi. So with Shinobi, he kind of breaks it down a little bit more. And again, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we'll just break it down really quickly. So annual revenue is up 17% to a record 29.8 billion. Damn, that's a lot. Software sales up 24%, 14.1 billion, 4.5 million consoles sold, minus 29% from PlayStation's all-time Q4 record of 6.3 million the previous year. 20.8 million PS5 sold during fiscal year 2023, which is up 9% over fiscal year 2022. So you are right about that. It narrows the miss of the revised 21 million. Like I said, lifetime sales are now at 59.3 million, now nearly equal to the PS4 launch, aligned 800K less. Profits rose
a little bit short from the PS4.
Yeah, just short. Profit rose with operating income 868 million. So that's up 172%. Operating income.
That's a lot of things that people don't even talk about. They ain't talk about the revenue or the profits, which is up. But go ahead, my bad. 118
million active users for PSN, which is up 9.25% over fiscal year 2022, which you were right about. They're forecasting 18 million consoles being sold for fiscal year 2024 with a higher operating profit. They don't expect sales increase from first party in fiscal year 2024, but do for fiscal year 2025 and 2026, meaning expect major first party titles to launch from April 2025 onward.
Yeah, they're going to launch later in it, or mid-year.
Sony says they will invest mostly into music segment, followed by PlayStation. And Sony Group has also set aside 11.5 billion for investment in acquisitions over the next few years.
Yeah, music is booming for PlayStation, but a lot of people is confused or putting doom and gloom when it comes to the whole forecasted 18 million. That is just more of like a rest assurance thing, as far as like we're gonna hit this mark. We missed our mark of 21 million by whatever number. I think it was like 200K or 800K, could be wrong.
No, but go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the 18 million is just a guarantee. Like, okay, this is how much we can sell here. Can it be over? I think it will be over, because if you look at the sales of each year, they've been doing 20 million, every single year, or close to 20 million every single year. So 18 million is just a guarantee when it comes to investors that, all right, we'll hit this forecasted number. You know what I mean? So, and that's not low, but that's just low as far as the comparative to the previous forecasted numbers.
Yeah. I think, looking at the numbers, I think it looks pretty good, and I agree. I definitely think they kind of forecast low. It's kind of like the saying, sell low, buy low, sell high type of thing. So I just think for this, forecasting 18 million, they might hit 20 million, be like, oh well, we're over our estimates, which is good. So I can see that playing a part. The other thing too that came out with this was Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 sold 12 million units as of May 5th, 2024. And the units is obviously with PlayStation and PC. It sold it in the first 12 weeks of its release. 12 million units.
Persona. Can you provide a link? Yeah, that boy. Hey, Persona don't play around, y'all. Listen, man, don't be posting no pictures or no information out there. You don't got no link. You know what I mean? Yo, Genki.
Yo, shout out to my boy Genki, man. That's my boy. Genki is my boy, man. I like to have a link so that I can review the information myself. Yo, Bari, you a messy dude, bro. So yeah, Bari, what's your thoughts on this, man? Like, yo, clearly 12 million. Helldivers is and it's the fastest selling PlayStation game in this time period, beating out God of War Ragnarok.
Ever.
Yeah, so this is the fastest selling PlayStation first party title ever.
First 3 months. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this, man?
two things. Congratulations to Helldivers. You made a two. You made a wonderful game with improvements of the first game. You know, you learn from the first game and just made a much more addictive game with the second one. The second thing is that next time when I tell you what is first party, second party, or third party, don't doubt me when I give you this information. I don't know how you can have, executives, representatives, past representatives come on this show and tell you these things. And then you guys just want to make your own assumptions as far as what is a first party game or a third party game.
Bari, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, go ahead and say the rap. You deserve to say the rap after that one. Go give it a rap, man. Go give it a rap. There you go.
You don't really want it with Jay. Check my record. I'm making my red man because he feel my method. Bars.
All right, guys, my fault. Keep going.
Nah, man, I'm just saying, like, top selling, highest selling first party game. Outselling God of War. Obviously, it's not a full retail price game, like God of War, but selling 1 million more units within the time frame is something that it should be commended. And even though it's on multiple platforms, when it comes to that, it's still a great feat.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Arrowhead, super successful game. Sales like this can definitely change a studio like that, a smaller studio like that, as far as what they
that's why I told you. I said this. As far as
what they produce in the future. But yeah, having sales like this, they are going to be super hyper focused on producing content for Helldivers too. Because yeah, you gotta appease to the people that bought your game.
I would argue that Arrowhead is on the verge of becoming a AAA studio. With sales like this, I see them. And when I say AAA, I mean like the size. So like if they got 100 people right now, and I don't know how many people work at Arrowhead right now, like it could be 200, I don't know. But if they have 100 people right now or 150 people, I can see them beefing that up to 300. They've got one of the most successful games, not just from PlayStation, one of the most successful games out right now. Currently. I see Helldivers 2, and for PlayStation, I see PlayStation looking at this and saying, yeah, let's dump more money into Arrowhead. Let's beef them up. Let's get them what they need. Get them more bodies and seats. Let's invest in building a bigger studio for them, help them. I see PlayStation absolutely investing a shit ton of money into Arrowhead. And I'm not saying acquire them, but nurture that relationship even more and build them up so that they could sustain the support of Helldivers 2. And then, if they decide to make a Helldivers 3 or whatever, or expansion or anything else, they've got the bodies to do that. I can see that happening right now. Truly. They caught lightning in a bottle with one of their games as a service games. They caught the lightning in the bottle. Now, it's not no Fortnite. Obviously Fortnite is king, or Call of Duty. Call of Duty is king. But for PlayStation and the immense amount of success that they're seeing with Helldivers 2, they are definitely going to want to nurture this success and keep this train going as long as they can.
To be honest, they're not that far away from Call of Duty. This time period selling 12 million. Call of Duty normally sells around 14, 15. For a really, really successful one, you see 18, always close to 20 million a year. But this is not that far from that. I feel like by the end of the year, they will probably be at that 20 million. With this game.
For Helldivers, I wouldn't be surprised if Helldivers keeps on the trajectory, and they've been putting out new content every single week consistently since the game's launch. If they keep on this trajectory, build up the studio, get more bodies in the seats and just really sustain that support. Yeah, I could definitely see it hitting that 20 million. And then, like I said, if they putting out new, once the thing is, the new armor, the new enemies and the new maps and stuff like that, that stuff hasn't even hit yet. It's supposed to be new enemy types and stuff like that coming. That's going to definitely propel the game even further. So congrats to Arrowhead, congrats to PlayStation. Very happy to see the success here with Helldivers 2. The other thing too is this highlights that you know, they definitely are gonna, you know, this isn't definitely gonna deter them from day and date when it comes to their games of service, even though they confirmed those were gonna go day and date. But this is definitely gonna signal even further, like, all right, we are on the right path. Let's keep going.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. This is definitely going to push the day and date initiative as far as like, yeah, the live service stuff for sure. But it can pan over to the single player
Well,
side part. Let's test this game and
that's
see
I,
if we can get this success as well.
that's we actually about to go straight into something like that, Bari, in terms of a conversation. So two things, and I'm gonna kind of combine these articles into one so that we don't spend too much time on this. But all right. So Hiroki Totoki, he also put out a message about the new a new era at Sony Interactive Entertainment. So a lot of this is him talking about the new appointing CEOs with Herman Host and Hideki Nishino. We're not going to really get into that. The part that I want to get into, Bari, is actually the stuff that he says at the very end of the of this article, where he said the future. Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Later this month, you will learn more about the long-term vision of Sony Group and the essential role SIE plays in that vision. As I mentioned previously, fiscal year 24 marks the start of a mid-range plan period for Sony Group in which we will set the course for sustainable growth. The future is incredibly bright for SIE, and that is all thanks to you all. Since I became chairman in October 2023, I've been inspired by your enthusiasm, blah, blah, blah. All right, so all that stuff, right? But the other side of that too is actually the part with what, shout out to Genki again, man. My boy Genki be on it, man. PlayStation midterm plan in the next 3 years: expand PlayStation PS5 install base, provide richer gaming experiences, enhancement of first-party software and PC development. Bari, pull up a chair. Oh, you already sitting down? You sitting down? Can you confirm if you sitting down? Oh, you sitting down? Oh, okay. That's the chair? Okay. You sitting down. All right. All right. I'm sitting down too. Right? You understand? I want to tackle this in 3 phases.
Oh shit.
I kind of want to tackle the most obvious, which is the last one, but let's start with the first one. Expanding install base. To you, Bari, what does that mean? How do you interpret that?
I interpret that as holiday season coming up. There will be official price decrease when it comes to the PlayStation 5 console, and there will be a new SKU of PlayStation 5s with the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Okay. I interpret that 2 different ways. I interpret that as, well, because Genki says expand the PS5 install base, but the actual thing doesn't actually explicitly say PS5. So that's why I'm not going to put.
I would assume it's PS5 because PC is not their install base. They do not own that platform. They do not manufacture that platform. When you think about install base, you're talking about your specific own platform as far as, you know, the people that buy into it. So that's why I think he put PS5 because it makes clear sense. That's their installed base.
Why you had to expose me like that in front of everybody? 200 people watching us. You just had to expose me like that, Bari. I was going to say something very profound. I was going to say something. I was going to say something very. I was going to, you know, speculate. It was going to sound really nice. No, I don't want to say it no more, Bari. Because you just embarrassed me in front of 200 people.
Well, I ain't embarrassed nothing. I just saying I
you just tried to minimize what I was going to say in front of 200 people, sir.
Well, what you going to say is like PlayStation News because all you doing is speculating by now. To say what you got to say.
No, I mean, yeah, you're right. That really does mean, when you put it that way, yeah, install base would definitely be PS5. I'm thinking also the one side of it that I was going to say was PS5 Pro as well. I think expanding the install base in terms of that as well. I think that also plays into that install base. The other side that I was going to say was getting a stronger foothold in PC, but that kind of would fall into the third thing. So thinking about it holistically, you're right. It really is more focused on PS5. So the second thing is providing richer gaming experiences. Now, I need to know. I need a J Bari speak from the heart answer here, boy. What does
That
providing
one,
richer gaming experience? How do you interpret that? Because PlayStation is already known for providing some of the highest quality games in the business. You know, how much richer can you get?
that's where the first thing that you're saying there ties into this on a software level because most likely you have the PS5 Pro, which is going to be a richer gaming experience, but then you also have PC, which is a richer gaming experience as well. So I look at it. I look at this as far as a collective group, as far as everything they're doing. So VR, most likely you probably see more VR push or even a mobile push, um, because they're just going for that group of gamers.
Mm,
But yeah, I can see the PS5 updates with the Pro hardware wise and PC, as well tied into that.
mm. Yeah. Honestly, can't make heads or tails of this one. Provide richer gaming experiences. I mean, probably more ways to play as well. Like from a hardware perspective, of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know,
Probably that rumored
rumor handheld, which we'll talk about later. Um,
yeah.
I just think the quality of PlayStation's games are so high, and a lot of these games are taking so long to develop. I can't make heads or tails with that one. That one kind of stumped me a little bit. Like, how much more richer can you get? In terms of the experience. The experience is very great. You got the haptic feedback. You got the adaptive triggers. You got all these different things. Um, so I'm interested to see. I'm
That's
interested.
why I feel like the two paragraphs that you read before when he spoke about last the couple of months ago in the midterm fiscal year whatnot. I feel Hiroki Totoki push is going to be for delivering those multiplayer live service experiences where the development costs of those games are going to be much less than the single player one. Overall, it will probably be more,
A
but you
better
can
experience.
you can invest less as far as creating a game, but try to get more out of it as far as just pushing content and
Mm-hmm.
continue to develop the game as it progresses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I feel like
That's
that the next PlayStation games are going to be those multiplayer games. And that's what he's talking about, and from why I'm looking at.
yeah. I think if we're looking at it from a multiplayer perspective, I can agree with that. Where if they are trying to really dive into this, well, not trying, they are getting into the multiplayer realm again, and trying to put out a lot of multiplayer focused games and experiences. I can see the push for wanting to make sure that those experiences are as high quality and on par with PlayStation single player experiences and titles, right? Because if every game is releasing like how Helldivers 2 released with the problems that they had, that the Helldivers was able to bounce back because the gameplay loop and everything was just so addictive and fun. I don't see every multiplayer game that PlayStation puts out being able to do that, especially the games as a
Yeah,
service games.
but
But this is,
uh,
but I think part of the gaming
what?
experience, I think,
Go-
is part of the gaming experience though too. I think is demos or betas. I think that
Mm.
helps enrich that experience even more because you can really
Oh
iron
yeah,
out those
that's
details.
facts.
So like that's something
Yeah,
that I
that,
would
that
want
that's facts.
if PlayStation is going to dive into this multiplayer realm and really get their hands dirty in here. That's definitely something that I would want them to kind of put more of a focus on when it comes to putting out those multiplayer experiences.
Oh
'Cause-
yeah, like if you look at Helldivers, right? I'm pretty sure Helldivers development costs did not cost as much as Spider-Man or God of War did.
no, I don't think
But
so.
let's look at the sales from Helldivers.
Hmm.
You know, it's a game that it costs less to create, but the longevity of it is going to be much longer. It's going to be it's going to be longer, but you don't have to put so much into those type of games as far as the cost of it. But throughout time, you're constantly updating, but you're already reaping the benefits of all the sales and money that's already the game's already making.
Hmm. Hmm.
Rather than with like something like a Spider-Man is much more riskier because you're putting the 200 million in there,
Hmm.
but are you going to guarantee that money back to get that there? Even though all of them is a risk, well, I think the single player big budget ones are more riskier. I think he's trying to avoid that at that short term period. I don't
Hmm.
think PlayStation is going to go and stray away from that, but I do feel like there's going to be a period within the PS4 where you're gonna see much more of these live service games being pushed. And that's why they're looking at the quality of the games and making sure the quality of the games can be good, so you can have another success like Helldivers, where people are having fun, enjoying the game, and it's making a lot of money with them, rather than, oh, this game came out, but it's not jiving well with the community, and you just wasted a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, I agree there. And then the last one is enhancement of first party software and PC development. The spiciest one, Bari. Spiciest one.
Mm.
How do you interpret this?
I interpret this as what I just said prior. The first party online games, where we see a lot of the 12 got cut down to 6. So they're trying to make sure those games are up to snuff. Also, the single player games as well. This is why we haven't seen them from a lot of these studios. They are making sure everything is good to go. So when we do see them, we're like, wow, amazing. This is great. I want to spend money. But also, yeah, PC development, where a lot of those games, first party wise, multiplayer, are going to be PC games. It's a difference between PC development and just porting. You know what I mean? I feel like there's going to be first party games that they're developing for PC, and I think it falls in line, if we're to believe what they're saying, with what Herman Host said, a couple of years ago or whatnot. Um, that is part of PC development, where you're developing the PlayStation side of the game, the console, and the PC game as well.
So you don't.
But I think a lot of people can take that as far as future, single game player games being developed for PC as well, on top of the PlayStation.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask you. Was because we know that they're gonna be speaking to investors on the future of the brand and of the business next week. I think Wednesday or Thursday. Do you think that within that discussion do you think that, because a lot of people are kind of under the notion that PlayStation is also going to be enhancing their day and date strategy when it comes to first party single player titles as well, where those will now fall in line with the multiplayer experiences, where those will also be releasing on PlayStation day and date. Do you believe that that is a strategy that they will talk about next week and announce?
Yeah, I feel like Herman Hulse, like, he already laid out that strategy. I just feel like when it comes to Hiroki Totoki, just a lot of that strategy, they're cutting a lot of the fat with that. You know what I mean? So they're trying to make as much money as they can, rather than putting out 12 live service games where half of them can probably fail. That's not lucrative. You know what I mean? You can still lose a lot of money from there. So I'm sticking with what Herman Host actually said. I don't think, especially this generation, we're going to see, the games that we want, the blockbuster, first party single player type games, being developed for PC day one, day and date, this generation. Outside, except for the live service stuff. That's where the focus, where I feel like the development, where they mentioned development, is going to be. Concord is a console and PC developed game that's coming out from a first party studio. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like they are putting PC development there. But we'll see how it goes in the future of the consoles, as far as the blockbuster first party games, how that's going to pan out when it comes to PC going in in the far future.
Yeah,
This is a midterm. This is not a long term strategy as far as what he's saying. This is a midterm.
Yeah,
strategy. So
midterm, like first 3 years,
5 year strategy. That they're doing, and I think it has to do with a lot of, live service stuff. They want to see their live service games being as successful as the Helldivers. You know what I mean? And that's making them a lot of money.
Yeah,
on both sides.
Yep. I agree with that, 100%. We'll see. So that's the business. We got the business talk out the way, guys. Hopefully you guys stayed awake long enough for that. Right?
Who fell asleep?
But Bari, let's get into
Who fell asleep?
let's get into the next bit of news. Back to
If you
gaming.
fell asleep, don't let me sing. I need y'all to type in the chat right now
Yo.
because if you're not typing in the chat, I'm gonna sing.
Yeah, Bari, you don't want to hear Bari singing, guys.
I'm gonna sing a song. My bad. Go ahead.
Y'all don't want Bari singing. He can't sing for shit. So definitely type in the chat. Type that chat, man. All right, so
Yo, why Chuck got to be the first one to type something?
I'm
you see
still.
what I'm saying?
He kept
You see what I'm saying?
Still here.
That's supposed to be my brother.
Yo, shout out
And he
to
put 3 exclamation points too. That's supposed to be my brother.
crazy.
He the first one to type something. Crazy.
All
And
right,
you know, it's early as hell over there too. He's drinking coffee right now.
Shucks, I'm here. Funny,
like
yo.
he in school. Like he in school.
Right. Yo, funny.
Up, Chuck Gaming. I'm here.
Present. All right, guys, let's move on, man.
Look at Chaos, man. Come on, Chaos.
Yo, shout out to
man. Don't do me
Chaos.
like
I'm good. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. All right, Barry, let's move on, man, because we got a release time frame for one of the biggest games, for one of the biggest games on the planet. And I think you know what I'm talking about. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be releasing 2025, fall 2025. They confirmed it. So this was confirmed in their earnings report, end of fiscal year earnings report, where they, pretty much said that GTA 6 will be releasing in fall 2025. So 2 questions. First question, thoughts on this. Second question, do you think that the PlayStation Pro gets pushed back, or do you think it will still release this year?
Oh no, PlayStation Pro is releasing this year.
You think it's releasing this holiday?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay.
Absolutely. But yeah, it's good to see that we have an actual window for the game coming out. I'm definitely gonna get Grand Theft Auto 6 day one. Am I super hyped for the game? Not necessarily, but I do want to see the technology that they're gonna be pushing, because Rockstar, they're really good at pushing graphics, the open world, and those things. So I'm curious to see how it is gonna be. And I'm definitely curious if there's a PlayStation 5 Pro. I definitely want to see how it's gonna run on there. But no, this news blew up quick when they put out that. I know a lot of people doubt the fact that it's gonna release fall 2025, but they typically release their games around the fall time, right? I don't know what major game they released like that came out like springtime or anything.
Well,
like
I think
that.
the reason why people was thinking like early 2025 was because Strauss Zelnick had said that they anticipated that they would make around 8 billion by the end of next year's fiscal year for 2024, which would be April 2025. So that's why people were speculating that GTA 6 would be a big contributing factor to that. The other part of that is they actually lowered their earnings for fiscal year 24 to only 5.8 billion. So I think it was slated to release in early 2025, and there's probably some type of internal delay or they pushed it back to fall to accommodate.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like the fall 2025 is the delay that you will typically see, a Rockstar game, having that delay. They normally will make their announcement, oh, it's coming out here, then we're delaying it to whatever. But they typically release their game around holiday season, from what I'm looking at. But yeah, very, very interesting. Can't wait to see the conversations that happen when it comes to this game. And yeah, I just want to see what's going on with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like you having the PS5 Pro, they're out already, is going to be more beneficial than if it comes out the year of 2025, because people will still buy that console, and it's available there, before the game release, so they can gear up for it. You know what I mean? Well, we'll see.
Yep, really excited for that. So we're gonna see. Next bit of news, Bari. I wanna ask you a question. So
Dan,
there's
what's
news.
your thoughts?
No, I said my thoughts.
Yes,
When
you
we was
got-
talking about the finance, I told you the financial thing.
You
That's
see
what
what I'm saying?
I put
Someone-
my
yo,
thoughts out
someone
there.
he be rushing. Not
What are you talking about? When I was mentioning the financial reports and everything, that was my thoughts. I don't mind. Listen, I don't mind it being 2025. I'm not surprised. Fall 2025. I'm not surprised. You know.
How do you feel about mint tea and spearmint tea? Which one you like better?
Wait, what? Mint
I'm
tea
no,
or
I'm
spearmint
Go
tea?
ahead, go ahead.
I prefer mint tea.
Oh, you actually answered. My bad. Go ahead.
You know. Hey, yo, boy, man, I'm going to the Bronx, man. Get up out of here with that, yo.
Who's a better character, Sandy or Patrick? SpongeBob SquarePants.
Patrick?
All right. See, you're my bro. I knew you were a good dude. Go ahead.
Patrick, funny as hell, man. But yo, moving on, moving on, man. Yo, PlayStation Portable rumors. I debated if I wanted to put this in the news or not. I really debated, bruh. I don't know, but we're gonna talk about it real quick. So, as reported on Reset Era forums, a Russian journalist, Anton Logvinov, who was among the
it's true.
first.
Let me fall back.
One of the first ones to confirm PlayStation exclusives would be coming to PC years back before the official confirmation revealed on a Telegram that the Japanese company is working on a new PSP capable of playing PS4 games. Unfortunately, the lineup is only comprised of games that are also available on PC and thus on the Steam Deck, so there's a good chance the system hides some surprises, also considering how retailers are apparently skeptical about this portable system. My question is this, like, do you think PlayStation will put out a portable and not have it be able to play PS5 games as well? Like, obviously, I think he probably doesn't know every single thing, so that's why, like, but I think if they are going to put out an actual native portable device, it would also be able to play PS5 games as well as PS4. What do you think?
What I think is when it comes to the PS5 games, this would do what the Portal does, and you'll be able to stream it. The PS4 games, it kind of makes sense because it'll be it looking like it's gonna be a more price, a friendly, costing device. You know, still a lot of PS4 games that came out this generation as well. You know, at the beginning, there's a lot of cross generational games.
Nah, but we in a new
You know,
gen, bro. Like, I don't want no handheld to just play PS4 games. I want it to be able to, if they're gonna put out a handheld, that can play PS5 titles as well. So that and again, if it's got to be 450, 500 or whatever, do it. Steam Deck, do it. ISIS
Yeah,
ROG,
but
ROG Ally,
I'm
do
saying-
it. Fuck that. Put.
what I'm saying that you playing a PS5 game, you're gonna have to have the specifications or the pricing to
Bro,
handle that.
these games release no, because these games release deck verified already. A lot of PlayStation's games you can play on a Steam Deck. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the PS4, having the games play the PS4 game is not as bad as you think it is. Because, like I said, God of War Ragnarok is what? A PS4 game. You'll be able to play that there. Horizon Forbidden West is what? A PS4 game. You'll be able to play it there. So it doesn't sound as bad as it is. At the end of the day, even if it was to play PS5 games, it's still going to be a scaled down version of what you plan on the PS5. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's as bad as it is. I just think they're going for a more cost efficient or costly, not costly, but cheaper hand. If this is true,
Nah,
It's all
if this is true, but again, if it is true, I wouldn't want them to put out something that can't play PS5 titles as well. I think that would be a huge L to me personally. Obviously, I have a massive PS4 library as well, but I would also want to be able to take advantage of that PS5 library with playing titles too. So, and again,
Yeah. I mean,
this whole
I'm
thing
not
about
too-
cost effective or whatever. Listen, Steam Deck is like $600, man. Ace of Ally is like $700, man. I don't want to hear that. Like
Yeah, but PlayStation put out a $700.
no, I'm not saying it's got to be
how's that gonna-
700. I'm how is it being received by all these other people that are doing it?
You making it seem like the ROG Ally is like, yeah, people in the community have it. You don't see Jimmy Two Left Feet with a ROG Ally playing that joint. It's not like a mass adopted device. The Steam Deck is more mass adopted because it's
And the
cheaper
Steam
now.
Deck is $500-$600, man.
I seen them cheaper than I seen them like 300 or 400. I
Probably
think
now, but I'm saying when it first released, it was expensive.
yeah, because they are two versions of it now.
Yeah, and
But
now they got the OLED version as well.
yeah, all I'm saying is like the Steam Deck, it has a lot of features or stuff that it's doing, but as far as the quality of how the game look, it's probably looking the same as like a PS4 type quality game on the handheld. Now that you're gonna have the Switch 2 that's coming out, you know what I mean, that's gonna be on par as far as like the PS4 level of quality that goes gonna do. So I get what you're saying, but I'm not that upset about it just, running PS4 games or PS4 type games.
I
in my
would if PlayStation's gonna get back into the handheld market, like truly, especially the native handheld market, I wouldn't want them to do any type of half steps, right? I would want them to really put their best foot forward and put out a capable handheld device that would be able to run the PS4 and PS5 library. Now, I'm not saying it needs to be as good as me playing on an OLED TV. No, I know playing in handheld, there's going to be compromises that come with that. All I'm saying is that if you're going to get back into the handheld market, if you're going to try to get those consumers and try to, capitalize, yes, the PS4 library is a great library. I'm not saying it's not, but I wouldn't want PlayStation to put out something like this and it not be able to play PS5 games, which is where you're trying to get people at anyway. That's all I'm saying.
PS5 games, they're gonna stream it. That's what I think they're gonna do.
That would be an L. That would be a big
I don't
L,
think it will be
man.
an L. PS5, I mean the streaming games on PlayStation 5 is already great. I don't think it would be an L. You still have a native option. You still have a library of over 2,000 something games that you can play on it.
Mm.
I don't think it will be an L, to be honest with you. I think it will be a good compromise, especially if you wanted it to be around the 300, 350 price range for this handheld. If this was true, like I said.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yo, moving on, Bari.
But that I'm not saying I disagree with you though. I'm not saying if this was the truth. If this was true, I could see where they're going. That's where I'm coming from.
Yep.
I'm 100% with you. But I'm saying if they were to do this, I could see why they're doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. All right, let's get into some trailers real quick, man. So the next trailers, man, and the first one is a character I know you're really excited for. Beatrix, man. Beatrix is coming to Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. And she's looking really good, man. She looks really dope, man. But give me your thoughts on the character. How excited are you? Is she gonna be, a main? Talk to me.
Oh yeah, I don't know if she's gonna be like my main, but she's gonna be my secondary for sure. Like I said, there's two things I love in fighting games, and when they incorporate it, ice abilities and time. And I'm happy that they incorporated her time abilities. Here, so it's gonna be like certain conditions or certain moves that she hits you with, where she gonna apply that slowdown on you with Beatrix. The good thing about her range doesn't look super crazy with her sword, but she does have moves where she can get in on you. So she have a pretty good fireball from what I'm looking at, and she has a volcanic viper like Soul Bad Guy that goes underneath fireballs and hit people up, which can cause juggle opportunities or combo opportunities. The key thing that's going to make this character really good is how good is her dive kick, which it looks pretty good in my opinion, and how she can corner carry opponents. I want to see the corner carry stuff that she can do, but overall mid screen, she looks like she's going to be good because she can apply that time stop on you or that time stuff on you, and you have to respect her because she has I'm a skip neutral type move. You know what I mean? So you're not going to really zone her out. She look like she's going to be oppressive, like she's going to be constantly on you, and that's down my alley. So yeah, I'm very very excited to play it Beatrix, and I'm going to put in a lot of time with her. Giving Lancelot a little more breathing room because I'm almost close to like just maxing out Lance as far as the getting to the highest level with him. But I do want to get Lancelot to at least like S plus plus, and then I'll go from there with Beatrix. So yeah, I'm gonna be playing Beatrix a lot, man. She looks dope as hell. I want to see what other colors they got in her too, but I like the base color.
Yeah, I like I like Beatrix a lot. She looks really dope. I don't know if she's. I'm gonna try her out, but I'm not gonna say she's gonna be my secondary or anything like that. But I am liking what I'm seeing when I'm looking at the trailer for her. I don't really know too much about her like you do, so I can't really like go in depth. But from what I'm seeing with the trailer, um, I like what I see. So I'll give her a try when she comes out. She
And
comes
she
out
got a
next week.
DP. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's gonna be a pleasant thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love Vera, but Vera doesn't have fireball, so getting to your opponents can be a little bit more challenging. Even though I think Vera is kind of cheap anyway, but having that fireball and having a neutral skip move on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a dive kick.
Yeah, the
Oh,
dive
I'm
kit
in
looks
heaven.
good too. Looks strong, and look like she's got a lot of moves that she can get in on as well, like close the gap. So I like
And
that.
a proper cross up jump button. You know what I mean? Like with Lancelot, I don't really have a cross up button like that per se.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of this stuff is just his using his unique jump move. That's a trick character. So it's a tricky character.
Mm-hmm.
But now Beatrix have an actual jump cross up button. You know what I mean? That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be fun to actually play with win this game. So we're definitely gonna see, man. I'm super excited for it.
Very very excited. And then the last trailer that we're gonna look at is uh Assassin's Creed Shadows. Man, we got the confirmation, of the new Assassin's Creed game that's going to be coming out November 15th, 2024 and it's going to be next gen only, Bari. So it's coming out on PS5 and other platforms. So uh obviously this is a CG trailer. We're most likely going to see the gameplay at Summer Game Fest or at Ubisoft Forward. We'll see actual gameplay of the game. So um this is just a CG trailer to get everybody hyped, show them what's going on. And so Bari, let me know what's your thoughts on the trailer. We'll talk about the controversies and stuff after. I just want to get your thoughts on the trailer and what you saw in terms of this new Assassin's Creed game.
Well, I mean, the trailer looks dope as hell. Like, the typical Ubisoft, story, trailer type game. The character models, the world looks beautiful, looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really truly, I'll be honest with you. I have fallen off of Assassin's Creed games, like the newer ones. I haven't played like Origin, Odyssey, Valhalla, can I get it all? Mirage, I haven't even played. Like I just been burnt out on Assassin's Creed, and I used to go hard with Assassin's Creed games. But now a era, a setting that super super exciting for. They're finally there in like a Japanese like setting, and yeah, I'm very very intrigued as far as who they're going to be having as a protagonist. Further that curiosity or excitement for the game. But yeah, I'm just happy to play an Assassin's Creed game in a Japan setting type game. And yeah, seeing the two characters, Yasuke and Anoi, not Nanoi, I think her name is. Um, I think it looks great. The story trailer looks great. Now we got to look at the gameplay, see how it is. But they sold me already just from where they at. The two characters that there is the protagonist, where I'm already sold on the game. Now I
Mm-hmm.
just want to further that excitement as far as like, okay, we see how different the gameplay is and how the game actually looks in engine and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need to be at. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited for the game, to play an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. So I'm all for it. You know what I mean? I can't wait to play as the retainer. Like Yasuke. So yeah, we in there.
Yeah, I'm definitely I love the CG trailer. I thought it looked great. I love Assassin's Creed. Been an Assassin's Creed fan since day one, so I'm excited to play this game, especially with it being in Japan and whatnot, and kind of like how it's setting up. I like what I'm seeing. Definitely want to see gameplay, but I'm Assassin's Creed fan through and through, so I'm always gonna pick up the Assassin's Creeds and whatnot, always. So I'm excited. Now
Yo,
the thing,
can I get into my inner Yasuke for a second?
sure.
Because this is how they view me, man. I'm just a retainer. No, I'm sure.
Yo, chill.
they, they think
Uh,
they think this man's a thug or something.
yo, it's crazy. All right, so Bari, let's get into the controversy. So obviously, seeing the trailer, the first CG trailer, there's clearly going to be two protagonists in this game. The first protagonist, obviously, like you said, is going to be Naoi, Naoi, Naoi.
Something like that.
She is obviously a woman of Japanese descent, or Japanese ethnicity, and she's a Japanese woman. The other protagonist is going to be a black.
She is a daughter of what's his name? I think it's Yuji Bashi. I forgot the last name. He's a famous like assassin or ninja.
Mm,
The name's let me look it up real quick.
Yeah.
I know it's like some of Yuji Bashi, but
So-
she's actually like famous.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So, and then obviously, the other protagonist is going to be a black samurai, that's in Japan. So there's been a lot of controversy around the fact that they're calling it, cultural appropriation. A lot of racists have been coming out the woodworks and saying a lot of crazy things about the game, how they're not going to support it, how this isn't accurate. There was never a Yusuke or a black samurai in Japan, although history says there was. And it's just been a lot of controversy surrounding.
Yabashi. That's what it is.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the fact that there's a black samurai in this Japan focused or Japan setting for Assassin's Creed. Two questions I have for you is, one, what is your thoughts on the fact that they are including a black samurai as a main protagonist in a predominantly Japanese focused story setting and game? And the second thing is, seeing a lot of a lot of the misinformation, a lot of the hatred and racist comments and things like that we've been seeing when it pertaining to Yusuke and whatnot. Just speak on all of it.
Yeah, to answer the second question first, I just feel like people are very ignorant, especially in this day and age in 2024, where you can legit just type in something. What is a retainer? What does a retainer mean? And it will tell you that it's somebody that's in service, a samurai that's in service of a lord or something like that. That's part of like a war council or something like that. That's the downgrade or try to mitigate who Yasuke was by just calling him a retainer is just dumb as hell when you
Mm,
can just look at the information what it is. Like even I'll be honest with you, like I always knew about Yasuke, the seeing him from in different, adaptations and whatnot,
mm,
but I didn't know so much about him until this week,
mm,
where I was actually looking up articles. I was watching a few YouTubers, from Japan, Japanese YouTubers talking about him and whatnot. And it seems like a lot of people have a lot of respect for who Yasuke was and what how he served against with Nobunaga. So yeah, it's kind of surprising that a lot of people that even not even from Japan just automatically hate the fact that this character is in there. Where I feel like he's kind of like a great character to be in a game like this because you will learn so much about him, and the
mm,
fact that he is not from Japan, but how he was incorporated within the Japan culture, him learning all those aspects in the world of Japan as he travel is no different than us the player learning all that stuff. It's a little different because he came from like slavery and all that stuff, but I just find it mind-boggling that it was such an issue for people. And the first question was what you said.
just your thoughts on them having him in there. Like, you kind of answered both questions, really.
Yeah, I
You
kinda,
answered
yeah.
both questions. Yeah, the internet is a weird place, because it could be a good place at certain times, and then other times it could just be like really weird and just like over the top. One of the things that internet has definitely highlighted for me, since being a part of it for so many years, is that there are a lot of people who do not read or do their own research and only go off what other people tell them when it comes to anything, not just this, really anything, information. No one is willing to actually do their own research to ensure that they're accurate, or that the information that they're being fed is accurate, or is not being uh tampered with within in any way. The fact is, this is a video game. And I don't necessarily understand why for a lot of people. And it's like, yo, they went from one thing to another. It's like these people don't rest, bro. At first it was Freestyler Blade, now it's this. It's probably gonna be something else tomorrow. Listen, history tells you that there was a black samurai in Japan. The Ubisoft used that and are building their own story and universe around that, you know? And the thing is, I see a lot of people speaking as if Yusuke is the only character in this game when it's also a Japanese woman in the game as well. And I don't really see a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, I hope I can just play as a Japanese woman," or anything like that. They're like completely omitting the character, which kind of points out another issue that might be there. Obviously, not as high as this one we're seeing with the racists and stuff like that, but clearly they probably don't want to play as the Japanese woman as well. And so, like, yo,
Yeah,
this stuff, this stuff,
I'm more intrigued to play as the at the Konoichi, the Shinobi. Then I mean Yasuke is going to be interesting as far as like learning level, as far as him soaking up all the information, and I'm soaking up all the information in the sites and all that stuff.
yeah,
But gameplay wise, I'm more inclined to like the Assassin's Creed that has the more stealthier approach
mhm.
than the brawler type approach. But we'll see how it
Yeah.
goes.
Like, I honestly, I'm kind of on the same boat, man. Like, if playing as Noe is more stealthy and more Assassin's Creed focus of old, I'm definitely playing as her most of the game.
She
And
had the hidden blade, and
yeah, the hidden
that was
plate and
fire.
all that stuff. So like, that most likely will be what my playthrough looks like anyway. But I for me, this doesn't bother me. I actually can't wait to see how this story unfolds and what this is going to be all about. And really and truly, when it comes to like the racist comments and just how people are acting with this stuff, again, a lot of this stuff isn't gaming. Like one thing social media and the internet has highlighted is just that, you know, since gaming has gotten onto the internet, I feel like it's been on this weird decline of just like degenerates and weirdos and just people that just like don't really think before they speak, trying to speak on things and just don't really know or understand, man. Like if this the game devs it's crazy too because you always see people saying, they always get mad at like the suits or these companies that may shutter a studio or may change the vision of a studio and blame them and say, "Oh, well, let the developers create, let the developers make what they want to make."
Hmm.
And then you get something like this, and now you got the mad, like
They're being forced by the suits,
yeah, yeah.
not
Now,
their own creation.
yeah, and it's just like, yo, you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Like either you want developers to create what they want to create, or you don't. And if you don't, you're part of the problem. Those are the only two options. If the devs came out and said, "This is the game we wanted to make," who are you to be angry at that? That's all I got with that, man. It's weird. It's weird, man. Shit is just so weird. But yeah, there's that.
At the end of the day, man, gaming is supposed to be fun. I'm not saying that. Let's say you don't want to play as Yasuke. Okay, that's fine, but don't try to insert your these racist thoughts or try to degrade what the man actually was. You know what I mean? If you're not interested, that's perfectly fine. Everybody have their preferences. Everybody have their tastes and what they want to play in the game. And if a developer is doing something that you don't want to you agree with, okay, move on. But trying to insult or degrade the person, it just show ignorance, and it just show that you're racist as hell.
Yep.
So
Really,
um
that's really all it is, man. That's really all it is. All right, Bari, man. If you guys made it this far in the show, I'm gonna give you some trophies.
this show is long as hell, bro.
I know. All right, guys. So now we are going to get into the discussion portion of the show. And it's not going to be a really long discussion, but I figure we have a fun little conversation, Bari, talking about Summer Game Fest, right?
Mm.
So big shout out to Jeff Keighley, who has confirmed the first round of developers and publishers that will be making an appearance at Summer Game Fest. and will be in the showcase, right? So we got 2K, we got Amazon Games, we got Amazing Season, Annapurna, Art Games, Atari, Bandai Namco, Bloomhouse, Boketh, Capcom, Days of the Devs, Deep Silver, Devolver, Discord, Dolby, EA, Embark, Epic
Discord.
Games. So I guess obviously I guess partners. These are partners. So people that probably
Oh
won't
yeah,
show
yeah,
game, but
true.
partners and publishers and stuff like that. Focus Entertainment, Funcom, Hoyoverse, I Am 8-Bit, A, Inner Sloth, Iron
Or
Mace,
is that the Angels?
Angels. I don't know. I can't place the logo with the name.
Me neither.
Jayama,
I'm just assuming.
Jayama Games, Infinite, Magic the Gathering, Meta, NC, NetEase, Netflix Games, Nexon, Niantic, Party Animals,
Niantic.
Play Niantic. No, that's an N, Niantic.
That's the Pokemon people, right? That did
Yeah, but that's Niantic, Niantic.
oh
Playon, PlayStation, Pocket Pair, Private Division, Razer, Riot Games, S Game, Samsung Gaming Hub, Sega, SNK, Steam, Sunblink, uh, Sup,
where you at? Sunblink, Sup.
Sup,
What is that? That's E?
Per, Supercell.
That's the E?
Yeah, Supercell. It's Supercell. Yeah, Supercell. Thunderful, Teamy, Torn Banner, Ubisoft, Uncapped Games,
Yo,
WB, and
that's a
Xbox.
horrible logo. I'm sorry.
Supercell,
Respectfully, though.
Supercell.
That is
Yeah,
hard to read, bruh.
yeah. I had to like pause and look. Supercell, but and then WB and Xbox. So this is just round one. So there's gonna be a round two of them. There's gonna be a round two of them. It's gonna be a round two of them showing up more developers and partners and things like that.
Chill, I'm gonna chill.
But Bari, seeing this,
Fun fact, right?
yo,
They asked the question just earlier today, saying which Summer Game Fest partner are you most excited to hear an update from? This is the official account. I put PlayStation in a little video, where they say PlayStation, and the Summer Game Fest, they actually liked the tweet.
oh wow, that might be telling.
That might be Jeff right there.
Yo,
Jeff was
fuck.
like, yeah,
Yo, fuck.
I feel you.
So, Bari, seeing this list and just seeing like some of the partners that we can expect to see at Summer Game Fest, what is your three questions? We already answered the first one. Out of this list, what are you most excited to see? I think we both PlayStation, obviously. So, just two questions. What is seeing this list? What is your excitement level going into Summer Game Fest? And what are 3 to 5 games? Oh, I won't even put a number to it, but give me some games that you would hope to see from some of these people going into Summer Game Fest.
My excitement level, I'm gonna put it at an 8. I'm definitely super excited for PlayStation, but there's a certain developer, certain publisher that I do not see there.
Well, remember this is only round one, so there might be more announcements later this
Well,
next week.
we judging it from
From here,
one,
yeah. Go ahead, yeah.
but I don't see Square.
Mm.
I don't see NIS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So most likely no Yee's update. But yeah, those two for sure I don't see here. But you are right. This is round one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nintendo's gonna do their own thing. So
No, I think Keely had said that Nintendo was going to be here as well, so that might be in round 2.
oh,
Maybe I don't know. I could be wrong on that though.
interesting. But I mean this is a great list from what I'm seeing so far.
Mm.
I'm pretty excited for this year, man, because I feel like you're in that mid, part of the generation where, a lot of the announcements coming from this time period, whether it's late May to, mid June, we're definitely going to be hearing or seeing games that could possibly end the generation off. You know what I mean? To keep that anticipation, to keep that excitement level for the generation. So I feel like I'm feeling good and optimistic about the announcements that's going to be coming from the show. If they add Square Enix in there, if they add NIS there, then obviously it's going to jump up, to that 10 out of 10. But so far, very, very excited to see what's going on here. I'm surprised that we don't see something from what's the people that's making Project L, Riot Games. Are they
Right.
there? Oh no,
Yeah.
Riot
Not
Games is
right.
there. Oh
Right
my
is
bad.
right is
Bandai's there. Okay, we do see.
yeah.
Okay,
Bandai's there.
listen.
Bandai's there.
Yeah, I'm pretty optimistic what I'm seeing here, man. I think it's gonna be an amazing show. I think
Think we're getting
this is
in,
probably gonna be one for the. This is gonna be a defining moment for Jeff Keighley right here with this Summer Game Fest.
you think we get a new Tales of Arise announcement from Bandai? No, we're gonna see Sparking. That's gonna be the big game.
What's that?
DBZ
Oh
Sparking.
yeah, so yeah.
Yeah,
Sparking
DBZ
Zero.
Sparking Zero. Yeah, DBZ Sparking Zero is gonna be the big game. We're probably gonna get a release date. I think that game's dropping this year.
Oh yeah.
I think Sparking Zero dropping this year. I think it is.
Fall for sure.
Yeah,
or
fall.
Late summer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, just this time of year, man. I always love this time of year because it's like gamers Christmas, right? And Keely's last two shows have been pretty on point. So I am excited going into this show. In watching all of the shows and critiquing everything and all that stuff, man. It's gonna be a great time, man. I'm very excited for this. Most excited for PlayStation. I would want to see PlayStation the most out of anything here would be PlayStation for sure, and PlayStation first party studios and what they're working on. 100%. But I do think this is a solid list of team people, developers, publishers, partners, and whatnot. So I'm excited. One last question I'm gonna ask, Bari. Are we gonna be doing live reactions to Summer Game Fest or to PlayStation? If PlayStation does a showcase or anything like that, are we doing live reactions?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Are we gonna do a
I
live
hope
reaction?
PlayStation.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I hope PlayStation. I'm definitely gonna be here for the live reaction. That's probably the next week. But
wait. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it offline. Never mind.
yeah, that's the following weekend.
So not the weekend of the 7th. It's the following weekend.
Yes.
All right.
But yeah, like I said, I'm very optimistic. I'm very excited for both showcases. We speaking into existence, the PlayStation showcase and
Summer Game Fest
Summer
showcase.
Games Fest.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like if PlayStation was to have a presence there at Summer Game Fest, what would be the need to do a showcase?
Because they're not gonna be the whole damn show. They need to still do their own showcase and show stuff. Nah, listen, don't see. You start to put that BS into the air, and I'm gonna cut it off right here. No.
I'm only asking questions.
No, you're not asking questions. You trying to start shit. No. PlayStation needs to have their own showcase separate from Summer Game Fest that is at least 90 minutes. Let's cut this. Let's cut the BS. Let's cut the BS, man. They need to have their own showcase before Summer Game Fest, or maybe a week after, they need to have their own showcase. No. Nope. Them only being at Summer Game Fest is not enough. Not for me personally. It's not enough for me personally.
I agree. I agree.
No.
100%.
Nope. I will not accept that.
Are you excited about what Magic the Gathering is going to show?
No. No, I'm not. I don't care about Magic the Gathering. I'm good.
Oh, we know Capcom is going to be there.
We're most likely going to get a release date for we probably going, well, not probably, we are going to see Monster Hunter Wilds and probably get a release date for that, because their earliest report said that they had 3 big titles releasing between now and 2025. So,
and Resident Evil is going to get announced
probably, and hopefully we see more Pragmata.
Oh, yo, real talk, I forgot all about that game.
Yeah, Pragmata.
But that's a good point, man. Riot Games, good. Bandai Namco, good. Sega, SNK,
probably.
Oh, because
Sega is probably gonna be Metaphor, and I don't think they announced Persona 6 though. I don't think we get anything about P6.
Oh no,
Metaphor.
But I'm saying SNK gonna have that new fighting game.
Fatal Fury. Yeah. Fatal Fury. Yeah, excited for that too, actually.
Yeah, I mean, there's only really
WB
publishers.
WB as well, because WB, that Wonder Woman game, I need to see that. They need to show that off. I need to see what's up with that.
If WB go to Summer Game Fest and they show off more multiverses and that's it,
that's an L. That's an L, right? That's an L.
But there's only a few publishers on here or companies on here where I'm just like, man. But most likely everything looks pretty good. It's a good
Mhm.
first round of partners on here. Hopefully
Yeah.
Square Enix, NIS get added to it.
hmm
But you do have what's that? Fancom? Oh, that's Funcom. Different. Yeah, that's pretty good.
What if Steam announces Half-Life Alex for the PSVR 2? That'd be big. That would be huge.
Whoa.
That would be huge. That would be
Yeah.
huge. Yo, shout out
Yeah.
to Tricelsius, man. 18 months as a member on the channel. Tricelsius says, Happy Saturday, Persona and Bari. Y'all don't got that Latin speaking muscle with all that English in New Yorker. It's na o eh. Naoe. Naoe. That's what I said.
Now
Naoe. Naoe.
Owe.
Yeah,
Now Owe.
Naoe. Yeah, Naoe.
Now Owe.
Naoe. Yeah, Naoe. That's what I
Naoe.
said. That's what I said. Naoe. And then shout out to Big Daddy. Appreciate you. 13 months as a member of the channel. Says, what up, fellas? What up, man?
Yo, Big Daddy, what up, Big Daddy?
Then the last thing, real quick, Barry, before we get out of here, I just want to talk about this real quick. Another thing that got announced too was
Yo, what up, Big Daddy?
So the other thing that got announced too, 2K plans to reveal the next iteration in one of 2K's biggest and most beloved franchises at Summer Game Fest on Friday, June 7th. I'm hoping that this is a new Mafia game. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this is
Ain't 2K under Rockstar?
Mafia is not made by Rockstar. It's made by 2K.
Yeah, but 2K is the parent company.
Rockstar doesn't make Mafia.
No, who is the parent company of Rockstar? Isn't it 2K?
Take-Two.
Oh, Take-Two. My bad. Okay, right. I confused that. My bad.
I'm hoping it's Mafia. Are you?
Trying to see 2K? So let me see real quick. Ain't 2K Borderlands? That's 2K, right? Or
No, I thought that was Gearbox. No, but Gearbox. Wait, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so 2K is all the. That's why I don't know. Yeah, they are Borderlands. It's all the sports games. Midnight Sun, NBA game. Oh yeah, Mafia. Okay, I see why you're saying Mafia. Yo, really truly, I drew a blank, bro. I didn't know, bro. My bad.
I'm
man.
hoping it's Mafia.
I'm so gonna say it's Borderlands.
I hope not. I hope it's Mafia, man. I'm clamoring for a new Mafia game. I would love a brand new Mafia game. So I'm hoping it's Mafia, but more than likely it is going to be Borderlands or something like that because Mafia is
the
biggest
most
beloved
franchise. Oh, franchise is. Oh, so
next generation is 2K's biggest and most beloved franchises. I'm hoping it's Mafia, man. If it's Mafia,
you might get it.
If it's Mafia, I'm gonna be extremely happy about that. I love the Mafia series. I think the Mafia series is great. So, but yeah, it's probably gonna be Borderlands or something like that. So, who knows?
They got Borderlands. They got BioShock. Well, they're not doing a BioShock.
I don't think they're doing no new
BioShock.
Nukem. Nah, I'm good on the Duke Nukem.
XCOM.
I'm good on all that. I'm good on all
Civilization.
that. I'm good on all that.
Evolved.
I'm good on that.
Is that coming back?
Hell no. Hope
Remember
not.
that for PS4?
That shit. That Evolve wasn't beloved. What you mean?
That just died like in a week.
Yeah, that
Battleborn.
I'm good. That ain't coming back. Cut it out.
Yeah, they did do the Mafia. Why I was confusing Take-Two with 2K?
Because it's got 2 in the name.
Yeah, it is what it is.
But yo, listen, guys, if you've made it this far, we are at the end of the show, and with the end of the show, we got to give you guys some platinums. Or some trophies. And then that lovely platinum. Yo, like I said, guys, I told y'all this is gonna be a long show, a very long show. So we appreciate everybody sticking with us this long into the show. And we about to get into these outros, man. Bari, get a peep of your outro, let the people know what you got coming to your channel. If anything, let the people know where they can find you and what's going on. Talk to the people, man.
I got a few conversational videos that I want to release this coming week. And I mean, talk about, some financials. Talk about some crazy gaming takes. Talk about some new Final Fantasy Remake Rebirth videos that I haven't uploaded yet. So I'm gonna be uploading the individual brutal challenges very soon. And that's pretty much it. You can find me, Jay Bari, on YouTube, jbari underscore on Twitter or x.com. But I do appreciate, the support we receive here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast, man. Thank you for rocking out with us for about over 3 hours or close to 3 hours for the show, man. We do appreciate, people come back and listen to us after we take our vacations or a week off or whatnot, and that shows that you guys really rock out with us. Almost 200 people, in the live chat, um, here after our break. Next weekend, we will be doing our giveaway show for What's Up PlayStation. So we'll be giving away some stuff for the WUPS Nation members. And we have some, smaller stuff for the subscribers as well. But just to show our appreciation with all the support we do receive here. We do it every 6 months, and it's about that time. So we'll see you guys and ladies next week. And hope you guys enjoy this one. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. If you really, really enjoy, hit that join button. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, man, first off, I want to say big shout out to the WUPS Nation members, the WUPS Nation subscribers, people finding our channel for the first time. We definitely appreciate you guys, checking us out. Definitely hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and enjoyed the content. For me, man, I'm kind of chilling, man. It's games that I want to complete, so I'm actually, I might do a One Persona Speaks next week, but I really want to focus on completing a lot of these games. So that's really where my focus is and getting some of these platinums, right? But you can follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can also follow the official WUPS Twitter at WUPS Podcast. Links is in the description. And you can also, anybody that's listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we definitely appreciate you guys for listening to us as well. And make sure you rate the podcast and stuff like that. Remember, guys, on Spotify and Apple, new episodes every Sunday at 11 a.m. So definitely, appreciate our Spotify and Apple Podcast listeners as well. With that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Please be safe with whatever you're doing. And always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And we out, guys. Peace.